Got the West Coast in the building. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. It's like the live has started. Let's see if we get it on the camera. Let's get the camera rolling here. One time for the one time. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. What's popping with you? Get some Tupac in the background. When I was born alone. All right, y'all. We're going to get it popping here. I'm going to give people a second to jump in. I just told my Discord. It's kind of last minute here. I'm trying to stay consistent with it, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that we touch these charts every day. We had some big wins today. I took profit on a couple things right here. Woo-wee. Glad I got out of this one. Uh-oh. It ain't connected yet. Hold on 1 second. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Oh, come on, man. Why is it not coming up? Show the chart, fool. All right. Not showing this chart. Showing the Phemex chart. Come on, Trading View. This is showing it. Okay, this is how I wanted to do it yesterday. The split screen. This is how I trade right here. Where I have Trading View down below, and then I have Breakout prop up top. So, see here. Now, Teaser, he called out a good one in the private group. Breakout prop is delisting a whole bunch of shit coins. OM is one of them. And I luckily, I took my profit on OM way up here. Let's see, it was up. Oh, yeah, we got it on here. That was early today. That was right here. Shit, I took it out at the top. Right here. What time was that? 8 a.m. So let's see when was that. Let's say 8 a.m. Let me see breakout prop. Oh, I got the bottom cut off of breakout prop. Yeah, but it was the top of here, and boy, was that the good decision to make. I also got out of my XLM trade. This was a nice one. I caught this one at the top for show. I had a bad feeling about this. So I am still in the Bitcoin long. I kind of want to just keep it in a proof of point, which is that Bitcoin is stronger than everybody. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This cycle, Bitcoin has been the king. This cycle, Bitcoin has been the one and only. Let me see the chat. Where's the chat at? Get the chat up here. Hey, All Set is in the building. We getting it popping here. I don't know what All Set's name is in the private Discord, but if you saw the private Discord, I got out of my OM trade and my XLM trade pretty much right at the top. And I said why? Because green is green, man. You know what I'm saying? Green is green. And it turned out to be the right move. I stayed in the Bitcoin trade, and that's so far not bad. You know, lucky to be up, except for the fact that I'm going to call it luck, whatever you can call it luck if you want to. But Bitcoin is just stronger this cycle. You know what I'm saying? And green is green. We were looking at, you know, I'm looking at a lot of 10-minute stuff here. Let's see. I caught this XLM, man. I saw this red dot. I didn't catch the tip. I caught here, like this next candle, something like that. I was like, man, I'm sick of watching this. I wrote it in there, too. I said, I'm sick of watching this money drop. I'm about to get out, take my profit. And I did the same thing here. I saw it break above. If we look at the 1 hour, it broke above this line. It came back down. It came back up. It hit this one. I said, give me my money. And that was a good play. But, man, this OM would have been great to do the scalping strategy today, man. Just these zigzag, 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 zigzag. Man, what if you shorted here? That would have been a nice one. Right? If you caught this red dot here and then you just shorted it down to like here, that would have been a nice one. But, yeah, so Breakout prop has some and I tested it when Teaser told me. He's like, Oman's getting this listed. So I ran down here real quick, and I was like, oh, I still was able to get in and out. But then, so smart move. He's watching the announcements in the Discord for Breakout prop. Honestly, you guys, I'm not a big Discord guy, but I'm in that Breakout prop Discord now. There was a long list of tickers that they're delisting. And this is something I do want to talk about because this can happen on any of these platforms where they will delist something. You don't really always see the notification when it's coming. But I will say this, like on Phemex. So on Phemex, And the regular leverage trading platforms, what they do is they just raise the funding fees, and they kind of force you out. So the funding fees, let's see. You guys can see this. The funding fees are somewhere at the top. I'm used to looking at it on the phone where they're pretty obvious. Let me see here. The funding fees are, I'm trying to find them on here. Oh, is it down here? What will happen is you'll see in your realized or unrealized profits. First of all, they're going to send you an email, and it'll also give you a notification, like a push notification. But there are certain coins that, like, the moment I see that the funding fee is gone up, I just cut out. There's a million altcoins we could trade. You don't want to try to fight through the funding fees. I'm telling you, I look up one time, and they were taking $50. I don't know if it's every 6 hours or what it is, but whenever is their cycle for that funding fee, and all of my profits up a few $100, $400, $500. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, hold on a minute, what's going on with my profit? And it was just eating away at my profit. It was just such a shitty coin. What happens is when they lose liquidity, it becomes illiquid. They'll say it's no longer profitable for them to keep that coin on the exchange unless they raise the funding fees on you. Breakout Prop, them not being a leverage exchange per se, they're a prop firm. Their regulations or whatever are different, their stipulations. So they just deregulate it. But they have a long list in their Discord that they're getting out of. So potentially some of the coins on that list might be on their way out on some of the leverage exchanges too. So, if you're in some of them, I'm in some of them, not coin. Considering how many there was on there that they're delisted, I haven't really traded that many of them, surprisingly, because I love the shit coins. But not coin was on there. OM was on there. I can't remember if Degen was on there. But basically, some of the ones I traded on there, but I don't know. There was a long list. I want to say like 50. There was a lot. And most of them, I've barely even heard of them. So, credit to them for even carrying them in the first place. But you got to know that. That's Sunday, by the way. Sunday on Breakout Prop. They're getting rid of those coins. So anyways, here, let's look at the Bitcoin chart. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in my trading view here. This is tripping on the big trading view. Let me get this fixed. For some reason, they're not showing me on Meld Studio the place where I can put in the extra, where I can reconnect the camera or the screen. I don't know why they're not showing it to me right now, but I'll just make another one. Video device? No, not video device. I need a display device. Okay, right here. No, not that one. Not that one. I need trading view, fool. How you doing? What am I on this here? OM. All right. I didn't really have time. I was in a meeting. Okay, now this is showing. This is weird, though, how it disappeared on me right there. So this is... okay, up here I've got... This is a weird situation that they're not helping me with this right now. What are they doing, man? Kissing my ring, I'm doing my thing. Lawyer money out of the Bing. Y'all can see it. I got something blocking it over here, but I guess y'all can see it, so it don't matter. Kind of weird. Anyways. This is Bitcoin. At least you're giving me the accurate one now. So, yeah, this was the old 7 a.m. The usual. Head fake down. Pump back up. And then sideways the rest of the day. So, that volatility in the morning, I've been calling it out. It's been ringing true. It happened over here again. This was 7:30 in the morning. Same thing. Head fake down. Boom, back up. They do that to wash out all the leverage. And it works. But this is why I always say I want to enter on the scam wick, okay? I don't even want to try to, like, for example, when you see in this sideways movement here, I'm not trying to gamble. Is this going to break up or down? I don't know, man. But what I do know is that when it does decide to go, it'll probably have a scam wick in one direction or the other first, and then it'll go. So it's like... This is a non-trade moment. I mean, I'm in this Bitcoin long right now. It's the only one I'm in right now. In fact, y'all can see it down here on Phemex. Part of the benefit of having this screen split like this now. And or, down here on Breakout Prop, we'll have it split. What did I want to talk about today, man? I just got out of a meeting, important meeting, so I didn't have as much stuff prepared as I wanted to right away. Oh, I got this playing on here. All right. I know what I want to talk about. It was really an important meeting right before this, you guys. I'm about to blow this shit up, just so you know. Anybody who's watching this right now, your boy Cassius Cuvée is on some big shit, so just be prepared. I don't really know what else to tell you other than that. All right. This is what I want to talk about today real quick, all right? There's a lot of charlatans in this business. I personally know some of them. I'm just saying about naming names. But there are certain giveaways that I want to call out. If you watch as much YouTube as I do, you start to understand people and how they, how they do their thing and everything like that. And the problem is some of them do stuff that reveals that they're full of shit as far as their philosophy goes. And it does make you question on what you can trust them on, all right? I seen a guy do long-term TA on a leveraged ETF. So a leveraged ETF, so it's like in the stock market. So what that means is like the QQQ represents the NASDAQ, but there's the TQQQ, which is the triple X leverage, 3X leverage of the NASDAQ. That does not work for long-term TA. It doesn't even really work for short-term TA. And the reason why is because those tickers were invented for day traders. And that means you buy and sell in the same day. So if they decay over time. So if you were to line up the TT, here, let me see if I can pull it up actually. Oh, this is on Phemex. Hold on a second. If I had the QQQ, get out this first. This is the NASDAQ, okay? Let's put it on the weekly chart, all right? He had on some long-term shit like the weekly, okay? Remember what this looks like, okay? Let me, now we're going to go to the TQQQ. What? Oh, it's on crypto. No wonder that's why. Stocks. What? Ain't shit working today. TQQQ is the triple leverage NASDAQ. I don't know why they're not showing. What are you talking about? No sources. It's a stock. All. Fine. All. Yeah, it's this one right. It's this one right here. I don't know why they weren't showing it. It looks similar, but that's because its movement is tracking the NASDAQ, the same thing. But over time, these decay. So let's go. Let's compare this. Let's just see. This is November 21st, and this is February 21st. Now, we know that the NASDAQ is higher than it was in 2021, okay? The NASDAQ is definitely, the peak of the NASDAQ was higher than where it was in 2021. Right? We see it right here. Okay, this is clearly showing you now on the monthly chart. This was November of 2021 here, but now it's way higher over here. And the reason is because the leverage ETFs are designed to decay over time because they're settling a fee at the end of every trading day. So if you were to hold this from 2021, you wouldn't have ever gotten back as high. You would not have gotten back as high as if you had just held the Qs. Now, in the short term, that's how you get leverage and you make a little more money. But in the long term, you see, they're not meant to be held over time. Where I seen a trader, a famous trader, by the way, someone who we all know and have not missed, he's doing TA on a ticker like this, a leveraged ticker. You guys, like, that's like saying, what is your gas mileage in an electric car? That ain't how it works, bro. Like, this is not a matter of opinion. This is not TA, and I think my TA is better than your TA, and this is how it works, and you know what I'm saying? I know how to draw lines better than you, and I can tell you support and resistance is right here, and that's, this isn't going to go higher than that. It doesn't work that way. This is a leverage ticker. The TA on this don't work the same. If you wanted to do TA on the NASDAQ, you would go get the NASDAQ, not the leveraged one. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, how does he not know that? The short answer is he does know that. There's no way he couldn't know that. Guy's been leveraged. The guy's been trading for years. He's being lazy and he's being a salesman, and quite honestly, he's being a charlatan. And it just kills me because a lot of people listen to these type of people. When you come listen to Cassius Cuvée, I'm going to keep it real with you. And I have to say this because when you hear me recommend somebody on my channel, that means I really believe that they're an honest broker, that I've been following them for years, and that I know that they're going to give it to you straight. You get what I'm saying? So, like, let me pull this up so I can look y'all in the eye. So, like, when I had Tom Crown, he jumped in my stream the other day, And like I tell you guys to go watch his YouTube channel, it's because I know he's an honest broker. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't come with a bunch of weird nonsense BS. I never seen him tell a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like or give you some weird TA that just ain't real. You know what I mean? And I want to be a trusted source for you guys. I don't care if I send you to someone else's channel. I just want you to trust that I'm sending you to the right place if I do send you to someone else's channel. Okay, because that guy he's doing TA on a leverage ticker, like that ain't really like that's not real. Like I said, what gas mileage are you getting on your electric car? Like it's not a matter of opinion. It's not that I think his TA is wrong. It doesn't work that way. Okay, you can't do long-term TA on a leverage ticker because they decay over time. This is the real NASDAQ. Okay, so disingenuous would be the nice thing to put it. He's full of shit is the reality. So, I don't know what else to tell you other than try to save you time. You keep sticking with your boy Cassius Cuvée. I'm going to make sure that I lead you to the money. You know what I'm saying? Like I say in my song, I'm going to put you in the right direction. I'm not going to try to sell you a bunch of nonsense. And I know that makes me probably not as good of a salesman, right? Like I said, that guy who told that nonsense was filthy fucking rich. But like, I'm going to give it to you real because when new people come, I don't want y'all to get wrecked. And I'm going to say it every episode because it's too many people out there pumping and dumping, and they want you to believe in a meme coin or some nonsense, and it's just a setup to get rugged again, man. And I'm through. I'm not letting my people get wrecked. So I have to call that out. I have a wealth of knowledge. I know about stocks. I know about crypto. I know about all that shit. So you got to get up real early in the morning to get one over on me when it comes to this investing game. And that's why I always say if you guys have questions, they might seem like they're stupid questions, oddball questions. I don't care. Ask me anyways. Because I'm gonna give it to you real, and it's not even that I mind if people disagree with me or if I disagree with them, because I know some stuff is kind of a matter of opinion or perspective, but some shit is just wrong. And when I see people on their channel doing stuff that is just plain wrong, I have good reason to question their other motives on the other TA that they're giving. Okay, and I'm gonna call it out. So, I'm never gonna steer you in the wrong direction. So, anyways, that's my high horse about that. I just wanted to bring that up because it just irks the shit out of me. Now, here we go. Look, we're looking at Bitcoin on the monthly, something I haven't even done on the live stream yet. So, in my opinion, long-term TA is a tough one because, especially if you're leverage trading. So I know there's a lot of leverage trading people on here, and I want to, that's kind of more of my niche is leverage trading because I want to help people get a lot of bang for their buck. It's hard to do leverage trading, or I should say long-term TA and leverage trading because, this wick from here to here is actually like a lot of money depending on how big your position was. I mean, I made a lot of money short, and I remember a lot of the market Cipher people did. Yeah, this was August 1st, right? Well, this is the month of August, and that wick came all the way down here to 50K or just under 50K, and then came back up. And it was like if you were leveraged, like you would have been far from liquidated if you were going long. So I don't usually do it on here, but just to get a feel for, and that's why I have all these lines because when we were zoomed in, I drew them when we were down here. You could see things like, honestly, I shouldn't do it on this. This is the leverage ticker. This is that was the Phemex leverage ticker. This is Bitstamp. This is like the straight up Bitcoin US dollar, right? So now I get to see my market Cipher momentum waves. We are having a red dot, obviously, coming down here. And because I noticed like Crypto Face and some people, he was looking at the weekly, actually. He was like, if this ain't clipping up, which it's not, he said bullish thesis invalidated. Now, I don't know if it's bullish thesis invalidated or not. I honestly think we're going to be doing a lot of sideways chop for a while. I kind of think we'll go lower before higher. But those kind of predictions don't matter to me so much because I'm making more money on the short term, picking my shots and getting out as soon as things go against me. But I am still, you're looking at something like this, and it don't look like it's curling up. If we zoom way in on here, that's still pointing down, okay? And I know we're getting this candle here, but I know some people have shorted it as well because, there's an opportunity. If you thought that pump was fake, then you might want to short it, right? Look, this is actually curling back over. This is the 4-day. This is why I like going down. Now let's see a 3-day. 3-day curled down, decided to come back up again. What's the 2-day doing? 2-day wants to form potentially a divergence, right? Momentum going down. This is looking like a lot of sideways action to me. That's why I just don't trade, man. I'm in my little long here in Bitcoin. It's holding up strong. I'm going to keep it. I guess this would be Bitcoin. If I wanted to, now is not the time to make a move. You got a green dot just appear on the daily, but we're getting some pretty big momentum waves for some pretty flat price action here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So it's not like, It ain't like this is really giving me away, and I don't know what the hell it's going to do here. You know what I'm saying? That's why also I took my profit in this one when it pumped. Come on, when it pumped all the way up. You got to take it. That was right here. You see on the daily how small this shit looks? It's so small. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. Exactly. Waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. You know, there's no reason to rush or guess. Waiting for paint to dry. Yeah, exactly. But you know what, though? It's because, and I want to say this, though. We are ahead of the curve. Anybody who's watching the charts as much as we are, and I said, you know, I mentioned this also in my private Discord group. All right? I'm going to look you in the eye when I say this one. If you watch the charts every damn day the way we watch them, you might as well enter and exit some trades, man. You know? Oh, we got my man. Okay, what's up, man? How you doing? We might as well enter some trade. I know I didn't give you much notice, bro. It's all good. You didn't miss too much. I went on my high horse about charlatan traders. You can go back and watch that part. But basically, we watch them too often to not make a move, you know? And that's what he says, like, Bitcoin is like watching paint dry, and right now at least. And I know it feels like that, but we're also impatient, right? We just made moves yesterday and the day before. Like, it seems like a day is a long time to us. But the thing is, we're tapped in. And that's why, honestly, we're early to moves more than we're late to them. And sometimes it's better to be late than early. Because we're like, I'm watching, man, I've been watching this for 2 hours. I keep waiting for this to roll over, this dot down here. Let me pull it back up here. I keep waiting for this dot down here to roll over. You know, it's going to happen sometime soon. You feel me? But, like, that's because we're early because we're on this every day. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a good thing, though. Just we have the problem of having to make sure we stay patient and wait for confirmations before we go in. Whereas the thing is, sometimes you could ride and move out longer, you know? Especially if there's a bullish sentiment. People aren't watching this shit as quick as us. You think you're late because you're a half an hour late to a pump. Psh, you early as hell. Everyone else is figuring it out hours later, the end of the day. Like, they get off work and they're like, oh, I guess I better ape in now. This coin's going up. So, you know, we're ahead of the curve. And, you know, watching paint dry, that's fine. We can watch paint dry. You can let some music play in the background like this. Oh, this is the beat right here. Yuckmouth, go hard. So it's okay. It's okay. It is like watching paint dry. I feel you. I'm in this position right here, this Bitcoin position. Okay, the daily caught the green dot. Let me see this 1 hour. Trying to come down. All set. What's good, fam? I'm doing all right, man. I had a long meeting. I was kind of late getting this started. I mean, I got it just in before 8 o'clock. But I was trying to shoot for 7:30, but that's okay. We did well today, though, Matt. You saw it in the Discord. Got out of this trade. I got out of this one up here. Shit. I told you guys I'm just taking profit. I'm sick of watching this shit go up and down. And that turned out to be the right play, you know? But, man, OM was volatile. So this is what I'm looking at now. I'm going to hurry up and wait. At least it's flat, though. I'm in this Bitcoin trade. I'm up. What percentage am I up here? Oh, shit. I'm up 172% right now in my Bitcoin trade. Actually, it says it down here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks small as hell on my screen. But up 172. This is just the trading account I started on last Monday when we were doing when we did my first live stream. Bitcoin is holding up strong, man. I don't know what to tell you guys, but this is Bitcoin's cycle. I actually like shorting more than anything. So Bitcoin is not the ticker I short. I got one of a million other tickers I can short. This long list are mostly shorts, okay, you guys? Most of this shit. Let's just pick on random. I can close my eyes and just pick one. What is this? Degen. Oh, my God. I happen to land on my favorite short. Now, that was a complete fluke. Look at this shit, though, you guys. I don't think I've zoomed out and showed you why this is my favorite short. You see what I'm talking about here? You see why this is my favorite short? Look at this shit. Way up here. We could have shorted this from November of 2024 and we'd be rich right now. Okay? This was the pump. Shit, what is this? This is the January pump of 25. This month? Yeah. Yeah. God damn, January seems like farther away than I remember. This is the January pump. It didn't even come back up to all of this. So I got my short on that one on my personal account. Bro, I'm like shorting it from like here. You know what? Shit, I kind of want to see what the hell I shorted this at. Oh, I think I have it on another one. Hold on. I should have another one. That was just a random I stopped on, and it was a different degen. Let's see. No, that wasn't a random. Where the hell is it? I thought I had it. It's on another one. Let's see. Here we go. I think it's this one. Oh, no, it ain't this one. This is from before. I was shorting it back here, and then I was shortening it from here this January. I don't have the line on this one. Okay. I probably erased the line, but I have it on the P&L. Yeah, this, we're in the shitcoin washout season right now. I don't think Swee's a big-time shitcoin, but it's washed out. Let's pick another one. Oh, Zilliqa. See, this is the kind of coin, you guys, when I had Hopium, I got a bag of this from, like, hella long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, from way back here. And, it is sad, kind of. You know what I'm saying? To all the people who had Hopium. If you see the top of my Twitter, if you see in my bio, it says, recovered from from crypto Hopium addiction. And this is why. This shit is hitting all-time lows right now. God damn. You know what I'm saying? The play was to short the shit, not to go long it. And I learned this about crypto the hard way. And I had been waiting for this pump for 2 or 3 years, bro. Let me tell you guys a quick story. So the guy actually got me an Algorand, young guy straight out of college. His name is Crypto Nick. And he told me, this is in 2022, that he was leverage trading and he forgot that he had put a short on the Dogecoin. And he's like, I just checked it. I entered that a few months ago. I got $5,000. He was like, I don't even know what I put on it, but it sure as hell was in like the hundreds. It was like $100 or something. And he was like, that shit shorted all the way back down. And I was like, bruh, that's the play. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the play. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, he accidentally caught that one. He got lucky on that one. But I'm like, bruh, in crypto, what goes up comes back down again. And that was when I told Crypto Face that. When I made the Market Cipher song, joined the Market Cipher, I showed it to Crypto Face that night. I was on the phone with him. And I told him, I said, look, man, I'm about to go hard on Market Cipher and leverage trading. Because, I hadn't really been leverage trading before that. And I said, I'm about to go hard on this shit now because I see what you got. Because he showed it to me, and he was like, that's how I knew to make the song. I learned about it, right? And so I was like, oh, man, this is what I've been missing, And I told him, I said, I'm going to wait for these shit coins to short, especially the meme coins, which I know have no long-term utility, and I'm going to short them all the way back down. And his response is, boy, you better be careful doing that. That Pepe is a monster. I said, no, I'm not doing it now. I'm going to wait until they pump, and then I'm going to short them back down. And if you go back to my old Twitter or whatever I was posting back then, my first big win was a Pepe short, which was sometime around this time last year, or a little bit after. Sometime it was April, May, something like that. And I'm like, I think it was April, actually. And I was like, this shit has no long-term utility. Now, it turns out, this is when I was still kind of learning, like, relative movements on leverage trading. Pepe was holding up stronger than Bitcoin, and then when the pump came back, that shit pumped hella hard. And I was glad I was out because the meme coins pump hard. But, bro, but it was only a matter of time. And they all look like this, man. Let me just go down the list. Look, I'm going to just arrow down. Look at this shit. All of these. You see Phemex? I'm in this right now. What is this? Alice. Guess what? I once had $5,000 worth of Alice in 2021, okay? And I remember it like doubled to 10 grand I didn't fucking sell. You know what I'm saying? So I probably have a long-term bag of Alice somewhere in some MetaMask wallet that's worth like $25 now. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I lost so much damn money on all those fucking shit coins back from 2021. I learned my lesson. And that's why I do the short term. But man, I shorted this shit back down. I might have made that back on this short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally was in this shit since here. This was been December. Yeah. I'm in a whole bunch of shorts right now. You guys, on my main account, I'm in hella shorts. These are all of them. Let's see. We go down the list. These are most of them, not all of them at least. Let's see. What is this? Sheep. Phemex. So my Sheep entry on Phemex is probably here. What does this say? Am I short and say? I don't know if I'm short and say. Blast, whatever the hell that is. ENA. Let's see. Oh, STX was a great one to short. God, I remember this time period. I was so locked in this time. This is why I didn't start live stream, you guys. I was so locked in there in this time period. This is post-election pump and then the short, and I was in breakout prop. Well, in Phemex too. Phemex, I knew I wanted to hold my place for longer in Phemex than in Breakout Prop. Breakout Prop is risky to hold stuff long. You fuck around and get liquidated or breached. Your whole account will get breached. It's not really worth it. But, man, was I hitting these damn scam wicks? Oh, my God. This was one of my favorite, STX. This one here, this kind of shit, really, you know, you're more zoomed in when you. The only thing I don't like, maybe you guys can help me out with this. Is there a way, if I'm on like the daily right here and I just want to click the 1 hour and be right here, is there a way, does that, if I hold control or something? No, that shit don't work. Like, is there a way to go like this? Because otherwise, I'm in the 1 hour and I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to go all the way like this and then come all the way like this. You know what I'm saying? Bro, just add up. Let's see. Add like line 2 to it or something. What do you mean? Then go back to that line. If I draw a vertical line right here. Let's see, I have a vertical line on my shirt. What? I could draw this, but it's just a matter of I just want to be able to click like this, and then all of a sudden, you know, just be like 1 hour back, and you see it's gonna push me to the front every time. No big deal. Point is, I was shorting the hell out of this stuff. Oh, that's 2024. Shorting the hell out of this stuff during that time period, man. It was wild, though. You had to move fast. And that's the thing. So here's the thing, you guys. I got a lot of weird techniques and tricks and shit that I probably, it's hard. Some stuff is more of an art than a science, okay? First of all, you're watching your tickers over here on the damn 1 minute chart, okay? And you see some crazy pump like this. I said that today. I said, give me my money, bro. Look at all this zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And then all of a sudden green straight up. I'm like, bruh. This is not the bull run where it's going to the moon. You feel me? This ain't it. This ain't that. This ain't that. So I know it's no. I'm taking profit. I mean, I was in the long, so I might as well do that. Okay. You say, okay, add a vertical line to the candle bar you want to mark, and then you can scan faster. I feel you. You could just scan right back to. I feel you. It was at the top, so it's kind of easy to find that one. I feel you. I just wish there was a mark. Can you set a marker maybe and have like a shortcut back to it? I don't know. If there was some kind of way to do that, that'd be interesting. But yeah, I saw this pump. Is this pump? Look how small it looks on the daily. Crazy. So I talk about this because my business development manager on Phemex says she's like Cassius Cuvée with the quadruple digit percentage gains, and that's true. I do have some $3,000-$4,000 percentage gains when I shorten these meme coins and shit. One of my best ones is this Moon Dig. Good old Moon Dig. This one. Oh, this one is beautiful. This is a real beaut. But the thing about it is that doesn't come along all the time. That was truly a I knew. Look at that. Jesus Christ. I caught the tiz-op of this one. It was here. It wasn't here. It was here. I'm like, look, bruh. This ain't. I don't know what to tell you. It just ain't real. And I wonder what I'm up on this now. I know it's over 4,000%, but so this one I have to be careful. It's going to get delisted at some point, right? It's out of liquidity. It's already like all-time lows and shit. I wonder what I'm up on this. But like Cassius has the altcoin crown. Yeah, I'm a shitcoin king. Mostly meme coins. So like in my rap, imaginary traders. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, what's going up in here? I ain't want to duck in fear. You want to trade memes? Fine, in here. Hold my fucking beer. Long-term utility, they stay fading, so fuck it. I'm making a living off day trading. Stock Forex is just a crypto lifer. Either way, we getting paid off using the market cipher. Hit my referral link. Get your whole team joined. Then run for president just to pump your own meme coin. A little bit of Nostradamus on that one, right? I knew Trump was gonna drop that meme coin. That was about a year ago, for sure. But I don't know what to tell you. Experience told me this. There's not like I couldn't write this up in a training manual. Exactly. Actually, a little bit could. I do have a strategy that I deploy when it comes to this, and I've talked about it on Twitter a little bit, and I do want to do it. You guys, I'm going to be doing more actual I know I haven't really done live trading yet. I'm going to do it, though, for sure. I just got to be in a place where I'm not dicking around with meld. Like I sat down here because I was in a rush, and I pressed live, and all of a sudden I'm looking over here, and my window ain't working. I don't know why. And my thing that's supposed to show me where I can connect it ain't showing up. Let me see. Here it is. You know what I mean? It wasn't showing up. So I was like, let me see if I can pull it up here. Is this it? Which one is it? Oh, it's on Moon Deck. Boom. Now I got to put this here. Okay. That's what I was trying to be like on this one. And I was like, I can't figure out why. And I got another thing showing over here. Like, I can't be doing all this when I'm trying to scalp. You feel me? Like, I don't know why it says video device right here and it's blocking me. Like, I can't get rid of it. Whatever. Let's do that. I got layers on top of layers now because the shit got messed. So you see what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all bearing with me right now on this kind of bullshit because I'm like, I'm trying to just get the live streaming technical down stuff so I can do it myself. Every time I think I figure it out, I come back to the screen and then Meld has something else screwy going on. Because really what I want to do really is just get to I won't even be talking probably. I'll probably just be locked in breakout prop so I will have this down here. This is my setup. I'll have this down here. Again, I probably won't be in Bitcoin. I'll be in, we'll call it XLM, right? And I'll be way in here. Let's go to XLM up here too. Oh, this is working. So come on, all right, XLM. Oh, this is delaying right now. Let me reload. So I will give you guys a heads up on this on breakout prop. If you have the trading terminal open too long, especially if you have the more charts you have, because I used to have like 4 or 5 charts open, 6 sometimes, it will actually slow it down, and that's a problem. And you can ask their customer support about it, and they'll give you some tips. They're going to tell you to use their default. They're going to tell you to use I made a video on it actually. They're going to tell you to use their default layout, which kind of sucks. I don't want to use their default layout, but I do know after experimenting that the charts itself use the most data that slow it down, and you got to refresh. Let me tell you how nerve-wracking that is when you got like 50 grand on the line and across 4 tickers and your screen is freezing up, and then all of a sudden it kicks you out and you have to like log back in. Like, that I highly wouldn't recommend it. It actually never actually fucked me. All those times I survived and actually won those trades because I remember I probably would have remembered it forever if it screwed me. But, like, that's a problem. And that's when I had to pull out the Post-it note and I got on the screen here. It says don't trade more than 2 tickers at a time because breakout prop will lag on you. So they tell me things like don't have any other tabs open and only have a dedicated browser. So, for example, this is in Chrome browser. Chrome seems to be the one they like. And then I got this down here, TradingView is in a TradingView app. But I've got like Brave. I don't think this is in Chrome either. So it's like basically when you're in breakout prop, I'm only or any of the charts, actually even Phemex, I'm only going to be using that one tab. So that way it's not actually like using as much memory. That kind of shit matters. All right, what we got on here? Oh, Jesse, what's up, man? Oh, the ICP, so I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you guys like the IPC. I hodl ICP. Yeah, I hodl ICP. As far as I can see, the future looking bright to me. That beat was banging, too. Let me see if I can. Shit. I'm over here. I can put on that shit real quick. Let me see. Hodl ICP. I'm going to put that on. That was the beat. I'm about to put on hodl ICP one time. Hold on. Oh, it ain't on this playlist. Hold on. Oh, shit, I gotta go to YouTube for that. Hold on one second. Is it coming through? Where's the sound at? Oh, here we go. Got a top tier, whole different ball game. Cause everything is on chain. 100, keep it 100. The internet computer got anything you wanted. All right, let's check it out. Let's pull up ICP. Paralyzed. So you never want to leave the ecosystem once you enter it. I'm deep diving, Checking out the dashboard. They got every single thing that I can ask for. Plus more. Utility, I want that. Way more than a smart contract. I bought the dip because it's a different type of crypto. I had a little bit, but it's legit. I'm about to get more. The backbone of Web3 is built to be the number one. And time will see, but me, I'm in it for the long run. I hodl ICP, yeah, I hodl ICP. As far as I can see, the future looking bright for me. I hodl ICP, yeah, I hodl ICP. The future Web3 is feeling real nice to me. Centralized cloud. And it don't need oracles. They found a way to bundle codes and then store. Here we go. Yeah, I'm talking about the technicals. Way more than collectibles. Nah, this ain't a meme or a shitcoin. Look at how they bringing superpower straight to Bitcoin. A few hundred dApps already build on it. One day they will probably have a meal on it. Meanwhile, I get rewards from the governance. Tell Dominic Williams that I am loving this. More transactions than any chain. And this real. They built the world computer. And it's a big deal. Yeah, I hodl ICP. As far as I can see, the future's looking bright to me. I hodl ICP. Yeah, I hodl ICP. The future Web3 is feeling real nice to me. Unfortunately, ICP is kind of down right now, fellas. God damn it. But, and this is what hodling gets you guys down here. Hey. Hey, my bad, y'all. God damn it. I will say, though, ICP, you know, there are some that, some you will just say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be a world game changer or it ain't, and I'm going for it. So I've never sold any of my ICP bag. You know what I'm saying? I got in when it was cheap. I got in lower than this price, actually. Where the hell did I get in at? I got in in 2023. Oh, yeah, I got in 2023. Oh, this is a leverage ticker. That's why. I got in when we had that last dip before, when I dropped this song, whenever that was. You know what I'm saying? So that was a minute ago. That was, that wasn't 2021. That was 2023. So it was even lower, and it was between $3 and $4. So, yeah, it's an interesting project. It's a different approach than a normal blockchain. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I believe is a total game changer. All of this stuff in crypto is a matter of if it catches on. And I know actually I haven't even talked about like my, I am a blockchain enthusiast. I know we talk about trading. Obviously I talk about trading, and obviously I believe in trying to make money off this game, and the meme coins kind of push me over the edge on that. But I am a blockchain enthusiast. I do believe in decentralization, and I have done the hours and the days and the months, the deep dives of these projects. That it used to be, there was a meme where it's like, we used to have the big brain where we would learn everything we could. And now we have the brain that says like, ooh, funny cat, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like how things switch so quick from being a genius, trying to find, uncover the next brilliant piece of technology to the silliest meme coin possible is the one I'm going to put money in. So anyways, but my response to that was to wait till those pump and then short them. But as far as the real projects, the other thing is too, just, full disclosure, ICP, they got funded. You know what I'm saying? Andreessen Horowitz, and I don't know a lot. It certainly has VC money behind it. Some people may say that's bad, is good, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I think they got it enough to survive a bear market. You feel me? So it's like, the Algorands of the world, the ICPs of the world, yeah, they price action is down right now, but like I believe they're going to be here in the next bull run. And so if you believe that Web3 is a real thing, or maybe Web3 and AI somehow go together, I don't really know exactly what the new iteration of the internet's going to look like. But like if you believe in blockchain, one of these ones that could be groundbreaking could end up being quote unquote the one. I don't know which one, or maybe there's more than one. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like ICP is innovative enough that like anybody doing what they do, I don't think there's like a close second. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I feel like if I was going to be hodling something, like that would be the one. That and then algorithm, even though price action I know sucks on these, I still believe in them because I see what they're doing. And I believe that one day some of these could catch up. You know what I'm saying? ADA, I was married to ADA too. I got a bad entry on that ADA, so I did actually sell out of most of my ADA, my ADA long-term bag. But same idea in the sense of like if you believe that they actually are having an opportunity to change the way we connect data on the internet, like, and good tokenomics. First of all, don't hold anything. Okay, definitely want to say this. The reason why I lost so much money on a lot of shitcoins is because the tokenomics were shit. And I didn't understand that back then, like in 2021 when I was learning this shit. You got to have good tokenomics in order to make sense to hold it long term, i.e. scarcity. There's got to be a hard cap. If they're going to keep printing, which is why I didn't believe in Solana, and obviously I missed the boat on that, but it was like, their inflation is terrible. So like, there's no reason that holding them long term, like I can't guarantee that that's going to be a good play because you're bleeding money. I was in Cosmos Atom, same deal. It's like, oh, they paid this high interest, but like that was just to basically offset their inflation. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man. So that time you spent, like, let's say you didn't even lose any money, you broke even, but you had money tied up for 2 years. You know how many trades nowadays I'd be making in 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Thousands, literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't believe in holding many of the ones long term unless you think that they really have a chance of changing the world, like, you know what I'm saying? They really would be the one that gets basically adopted by either major institutions or somehow the people. I don't know how yet. I still think we're really early when it comes to blockchain technology getting, full-time adoption. And so that's fine. In the meantime, we're going to trade the hell out of it. And we get these 24-hour crypto markets and we're going to enjoy them. You feel me? You feel me? Or you want to put on some market cipher? Let's do it. YouTube is calling me right here.
Unique.
Damn, this was a banger.
With Cassius Cuvée. Yeah.
Join the market cipher.
Bet you didn't know that I can rap.
Join the market cipher.
Even faster than I can trade.
Join the market cipher.
I love the adrenaline trades I'm winning. I'm an indicator say when to start and to finish them. Swing trade more on point than a pendulum.
LiveStream 80 days.
100K minimum.
Come along for the ride. I'll be giving you the guide when my brother on my side.
Shout out Flop and Groper.
Time has arrived. Trade $1 million live. Better yet, make it 5. I
Hit the beat.
Jake off like a slingshot. In the background, you can hear them a beat hot.
Cash came through with a brand new heat rock every single
time. More shine than a peacock. Bitcoin pop now. It's headed for the treetop. If you think not, then you living in a dream shop. I predicted this. You can check the X screenshot. Price going up. There's been calling D-Chop.
Where the fear go?
Now with a pure low. Check my channel. I'm a Discord hero. Ice cold veins.
With a mass Sub-Zero.
Huh? I got it locked with some. Want to take my key and try to trade like me.
With a fake ID.
They can't quite beat because I'm crypto face.
No KYC.
So.
Join the market cipher.
If you want to get games, you gotta get trained. So.
Join the market cipher. This is a daily banger, man. I put this on my Instagram stories.
Join the market cipher.
Cool man, enjoying Momo, diving in the FOMO, living in the future like a 30-40 fofo. If you didn't catch it running back and playing slow-mo, ride the blue wave or go broke like a hobo. Be a big dog, not a small-time guy like a bonsai. Why? I'ma call my guy, hit crypto face, get him on my side when I seen Bitcoin hit an all-time high.
When a bullet's in the prime and it really is sublime, every ticker gonna climb and you finna get a dime. When I'm winning all the time, then the women wanna die and I got bitches on my line.
But the digits on my mind, I'm hung up with only one indicator. Got a dodgy imitators cause it's really nothing greater. I'm inadvertently gonna intimidate a hater. If your girl want me to date her, I might have to hit her later. See the payment on the game cause I claim that I like her, but stuck too deep in the game to go wipe her with scalping. I got that aim like a sniper. This ain't FA, but I'll train your advisor. 100x leverage, got the speed of a viper. Glued to the charts, got a pee in a diaper. I only look away when I step into the booth and it's time to put a real MC in a cipher. Join the market cipher.
If you want to get gains, you gotta get trained. So.
Funny story, Crypto Face, he didn't know that like the cipher, like you got a rap cipher, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bruh, your company is the perfect name. Join the market cipher, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I was like, bruh, that is crazy. And it's funny because it's spelled, for whatever reason, rappers, we spell it a little bit different. We spell it with a PH. But like, I was like, this is too perfect, bro. This shit wrote itself. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Playing this in the Beamer going 50. Woo! Yeah, this one you want to go far. You want to go fast on this one. Try to put a real MC. That's the only time, man. I swear to God, man, I'm glued to the motherfucking charts all day. Okay? You see, and that's what I was saying earlier in the Discord. Like, man, we watch these charts all day. It's like, it's hard to look green in the face and not take it. You know what I'm saying? We come back up here. I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of myself that I took this profit. You know what I mean? In OM today. Like, why? What am I waiting on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Look at this up, down, up, down, up, down. I really think this shit was going. I got out right here. Oh, let me bring it back up. I got out right here, literally at the top of the day. I posted in the win. So if you guys get some wins too, post your P&L. You know what I'm saying? Post it in the win channel by all means, and I'll give you a shout out, whatnot. And so yeah, man, I got out right here and look at this shit. And it ain't even about, let's see, here, so nothing but to make money, man. I feel you. that, you know what though, and that's the thing. And I always say this, by the way, if I didn't say it to you guys before, you gonna hear me say it again. If you did hear me say it, the thing that I love about trading, the thing that I love about trading, and check this though, it's honest greed. And I know when people say, oh, I got too greedy or so-and-so got too greedy. No. There's only one level of greed, and we are all equally greedy in this business. We're here for one reason and one reason to make money, and that's it, to make money. If you're a trader, just straight up trader, not like long-term investor or something. Just if you're, I hold Algorand, and I basically stake it. Actually, just today, the governance just ended, but like I can support the network by staking it. So there's more than just a trade there for me, right? But when it comes to these charts, we're here trading, man. That's why we're here. And it's honest, right? There's no, oh man, give you 2 today, pay me back on Friday. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The deal is executed at the moment it's made. It's honest. I bought because I thought it was going up, and you sold because you thought it was going down. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? It's honest. It ain't like I went back on you and took something or something. You know what I mean? And it's greed. We're here to make money. It's pure. You're not lying to me about it. You're not pretending that this is charity when you sold me those shares. You know what I'm saying? Man, I cut you a deal. Nah, you know what I mean? So it being honest greed, I can respect that. You know what I mean? It all is fair in love and war. We all enter the arena. We all enter the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. And nobody, there's no one should be disillusioned themselves about this stuff, and that's why it's tough when you drink the hopium type of shit. I know that's not necessarily trading. That's a little bit different. But, Yusuf in this thing. What's up, man? We got some new people up in here. Oh, man, I didn't even, Frisco Love. What's up, player? I honestly, bro, this was kind of last, I was in a meeting that went over, and then all I did was really post it to the Discord. And, I guess the notification on YouTube. Yeah, you got to turn on the bell. Oh, I guess this is a good reminder. Please tell your friends to like and share and subscribe and do all the thumbs up stuff, all this stuff. All the stuff the pros always tell, like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. This is the part where I tell you to tell your friends that we're live with your boy Cassius Cuvée on the live stream. But anyways, man, yeah, I just think that trading is pure. It's not bullshit. There's hella businesses out there that are bullshitting you. You know what I mean? Are they trying to get you in some kind of way or not keep it real with you? And I think trading is pure. You know what I'm saying? And so it's honest greed, and that it is what it is, and that's fine. We all know why we're here. And so we're here to make money, man. We're here to get that money, man. And that's fine. That's cool. And listen, anybody who follows me, I want you to win. There's only so many of us, but there's 8 billion people on the planet. I want everybody I know to win. You feel me? And if you win better than me, great. I want you to keep winning. So everybody in my community, I hope one day you win way more trades than me. All right? And that's what I'm gonna help you do. And as a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I don't even make money. Like my Discord is free, at least for all of y'all, free for the first 50 people for a full year. Where it's like, because ultimately, honestly, I want you to use my referral link and trade on Phemex, and that is where I would get some commission. You know what I'm saying? It ain't $99 or whatever, but at least it's, in the long run. Hell, if you get rich and you trading $1 million on there, one day y'all become like crypto face bags. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I want you to do. I want you to trade on Phemex, or I want you to use my, and this is my Phemex code right up here in the corner. You can see it. Let's see if I can put it on here. GMM, and all y'all have my Phemex code if you're in my Discord, because you had to sign up for my Discord in order to get it. And then Breakout Prop. If you, this is to your benefit. The Breakout Prop is a discount code. So if you trade on Breakout Prop, you want to put in this code, and you'll save some money on the purchase of the evaluation. So that's what you want to do. So that's it. That's all I'm showing you. You know what I'm saying? Monday I'll get some merch. I'll probably get some sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? Make it so y'all can dress like Cassius Cuvée. I might have to get some jewelry. If I get my Cassius Cuvée jewelry line, you guys can rock this shine like Cassius Cuvée. But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? I only win if you guys win. So I genuinely want y'all to win. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't use Breakout personally, but been telling everybody about it. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your trading style, I bet you're pretty good at trading at short term, though, man. You might want to try Breakout Prop. Just start small. I say start with the 100,000 though, because you want to have the bag. That's the thing. And then when you're only trading 1,000, it's easy to update to 2,000 and update to 5,000 and then update to 10,000. And you're not like running that risk of one false move and you get breached. Whereas when people start with the small amounts, that's what ends up happening. they win a trade, they win 2 trades, and all of a sudden they got 100% in their bag on, and then one false move, and they were like, oh, I got breached. So I'm like, no, just start with the big bag, and then you'll work your way up. It just takes a little bit of getting used to because that built-in leverage moves way faster than you think. So like you know, obviously you want it to move in your favor, but then when it moves against you, it can catch you off guard, which is ultimately why I was like, you got to trade with a trend. Goes against you, just get out. I mean, honestly, that's I think that was what kind of hardened my scalping strategy. Was like, okay, in breakout prop, you can't afford to take that chance. Like, you will get breached. So it's kind of cool. I remember CryptoFace said that too on one of his videos. He just mentioned it maybe in a live stream, but he was like, it forces you to trade with the trend, which is what you should be doing anyways. And I was like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. So that's why I always just like, okay, the trend's going to get me. Yeah, let's get out. I'll take my chances. And I'll sit there and I'll watch. I might jump back in a matter of seconds. Like, literally. I'm like, damn, I fucked up. And just jump back in. And that was where trading the shitcoin comes into play because the trading fees are much smaller than if you did it on Bitcoin. I remember one time I jumped into Bitcoin, I like about 60 grand all at one time. Remember, that's 5x on Bitcoin on there, right? So that would have been shit. If it was 50 grand, that'd be 5 times 50. Shit, is it really that much? Was it $250,000? Jeez. Yeah, so it was like a few hundred grand worth of Bitcoin, I guess. I was just market ordered that shit, and it was like, oh shit, it's not going my way. And I got out and I was down $200. I was like, holy shit. So just like in trading fees and like a couple ticks against me, it was $200 for the privilege of entering and exiting that trade. And that's when I was like, ooh, Bitcoin's a little bit steep. So especially that much, right? It was a big bag of it. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just get the shitcoins. And here's what you do, by the way. So let me see. You know what? Let me pull up my favorite, Degen. I'm going to show you something. Pull it up here. Degen is so shitty. You see how this looks? Can you guys see that? You see how you're seeing every tick? Whereas Bitcoin over here is like hella moves, you know what I'm saying? Degen is so small that you get to watch every tick. And every one of those is however much money you put on it. It's, if it's, $1,000, every tick could be $100 or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So what happens is, you start learning your tickers, and you're like, this ticker, all I need is a move like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps down, and that might be $500. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of start getting good at that shit, especially because it will lag a little. This is some of the little secrets I'm talking about when you're breaking. This is some of the stuff I really want to get into when I start getting into the weeds of ways to kind of cheat the system. You kind of cut corners a little bit, you're breaking the rules of trading, kind of, Whereas, like, you're looking at a Bitcoin move, and you're like, Bitcoin might make, let's see, when was this dip on Bitcoin? How long ago was that? Is this am I on 1 minute? Yeah. So, this move down on Bitcoin was, why am I not seeing the bottom of this? Oh, here we go. All right. This was at 2032. Where was 2032 on this? Well, shit, this one didn't even really move. Interesting. Bitcoin had a dip 2038. It's not following Bitcoin perfectly right now. But that's okay. Maybe it will, right? Maybe the play is to enter this short right now, or maybe it already kind of beat it to it, 8 in the morning. I don't know. I bet you Degen drops. Just looking at this. It don't lag, but let me see it on here. Let's see this real quick. Degen holding up better than Bitcoin? That's a sign for a short right there, if you ask me. I'm like, if Bitcoin's dropping and Degen's holding up, and that's where it comes in, you're like, hold on. Let's see if I can. You want to do one? Let's see. I ain't got no money on there. I'll put some money on there. So like $1,400 worth of Degen is actually a little something. Let me just, for the sake of doing 104, that ain't shit. Let me get a little bit more money than that. Shit. Let's just see what happens. Short this shit. Okay, so I'm in a Degen short right now. I'm doing a little live trading here. So what you're watching now is every tick, right? So it's not, in one respect, nothing is happening, right? So it cost me $5. It cost me $5. I don't know if you can see that. $5 is the P&L. That was basically my entry fee. So it's going to cost me $10, right? Total. Because if I exited right now, I would lose $5 for the way in and $5 for the way out. Now let's see what 1 tick is. If Bitcoin goes down, let's see. We live trading, y'all. Live trading. I'm watching Bitcoin over here, right? This is the gamble. I'm not following the perfect strategy and all this shit right now. I'm just saying. If this is rolling over right now and Bitcoin continues to roll over, then my gamble, if you will, is that DGen will follow it, okay? And I actually feel like I have some catching up to if Bitcoin goes down. If Bitcoin don't go, I shorted that, right? So if Bitcoin don't go down, I'm fucked. But let's see. The point is, DGen is moving one little notch at a time. So I haven't like lost any money other than my entry and exit money, right? I like DGen. It'll run up the market. Yeah, it goes up quick, and then it'll come back down quick too. When the market reverses, yeah, it might, but then you go ahead and short it after that pump. So let's just see if Bitcoin, let me see what the hell's going on here. This is the 10-minute. I'm not trading with the trend right now, am I? Okay, the 1 hour doing now, but it looks like it's trying to finish. That was a big dip. Yeah, it wants to go higher, that's why. But let's just see. I went short, so I'm going to live with it. Live with the consequences for a minute. Really, I just wanted to see, but my point is this hasn't even moved. It's such an illiquid ticker that it hasn't even moved. You're only going to get, you might get a few ticks, and then you get out like I think 1 tick will make me break even. Will it be $5? Let me see what I got here. I got 500,000 DGen. It is like watching paint dry. I swear to God. Okay, so my thesis was it had some catching up to do. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, do something. This is, the poke the stick meme. I'm just trying to show them something real quick on the live stream. It never seems to take this long when I'm by myself. But my thesis was just a real quick without doing a real TA was that it could catch up to Bitcoin on a downstroke here. However, Bitcoin might be trying to reverse right now. Let's just see what happens. Because this last waterfall was at 10:11. 10:11. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is 2038. I gotta zoom out. Yeah, I don't know. This ain't doing what I think it would do. This ain't matching Bitcoin, that's for sure. It literally has moved nothing, you guys. Not 1 tick this whole time. But what I'm saying is you utilize that to your advantage. Perhaps. Or perhaps the volatility you use to your advantage. This makes more sense on an extreme, which is why I think I like shorting it when something like this happens, right? When it doesn't move like this, that's when I'm like, you see a whole bunch of green like that. You see normally it's ain't doing shit, but then it gives you one of these and another one of these. I'm like, okay. Enough's probably enough. Of course, I'm going to come down here and check this, right? Let's see. That was at 9 a.m. this morning. That's here. That's about here. Yeah. Just so you know, too, this yellow line is a 5-day moving average, and it's on all the charts. So I have it built in like, how the hell I do this? This SMA. There's a way to draw it. You have to put in that exact stuff to get it to show up properly. So the length was 120, and then 5. This is a 5-day, and it makes it so that it's on every chart. So you gotta you gotta actually set it so that it always shows up. Because a lot of times, on TradingView when it's like units depending on what your time measurement is. This one will always be that no matter what time frame I put it on. That's why I like that. It's just a kind of little moving average. It's not that I trade off it per se. But every once in a while I'll do one of these where it bounces off it, and you're like, okay, the downtrend continues. This is literally not moved a tick. See, this is why I don't want to live stream. It's boring. I have some ideas, though, on the boring times. When you jump into live and we're really trying to see the strategies in real time type of shit, is I got a hell of a lot of stories, y'all. And also, too, what I want to do is I want to bring on guests. So I got to figure out how to do this live stream and meld where I can bring on guests and they can tap in real time because it's like the shit is so delayed for y'all. I talk and then, let's see, I'm going to count. So right now I'm going to switch it to the face cam and I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So y'all got about a 9 or 10 second delay from when I'm talking. So I don't know. I want to figure out a way to bring on a guest, and not obviously they can't have a 10-second delay. There's got to be a way to do it. I just haven't looked into it yet. Look at this. This coin ain't done shit. We entered here. Let me pull it back up. Pull this one up. We entered here in breakout prop, and it's been flat this whole time. Oh, it did. It came down for 1 second. Came back. This is the 1 minute candle. So it's literally done nothing for minutes. All right, they chilling. Right on. Not boring. Oh, there we go. We got movement. So, yeah. Okay, so every tick is $5. That's what I thought. Then went back up again. So every tick is $5. So, okay, so what are they letting me, if I want to increase this position? So on breakout prop, if you increase it, it's on hedge mode. So this is important to know also. Okay, so 70,000. Okay, so yeah. This ticker is gotten shittier even since I last traded it. They're letting our maximum volume should be less than 300,000. So what I have? Oh, excuse me, 3 million. I've got 5 million. So let me see. Would they let you do it twice though? This is what I used to have to do before. So 5 million. So if I was going to enter another digit on there, it'll be in hedge mode, in which case you can have 2 positions open. That can get annoying because then you got to close 2. Well, when I was shorting this, basically what would happen is there'd be a short squeeze, and my short squeeze strategy would set up so that way I would have to get in and out really quickly. When you have to have 2 positions open, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? Hedge mode is crazy. But hedge mode has its advantages for sure because you sometimes want to go in both directions, right? You just have to remember to close out this position. You can't buy, so for example, Interactive Brokers, where I used to trade stocks a lot, you can close out a position by going long the same amount that you're going short or vice versa, which is weird. And then if you don't put in the exact right amount of money, like there's a close position button, but then there's a bet against it, and then it cancels it out button. In hedge mode, it does both. I could go long and short right now at the same exact time. So that can take some getting used to if you're not used to it. It doesn't average it for you. What you can do is up here, this net aggregation. I always have that checked because if I did have another position open, then it would give me a sum of the 2. It'd be like a third line. If we were back, I would add to it. If we were, fuck it, I'll do it. Let me make sure I got it. So short. I'll do it right now. Okay, here we go. Right on. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so now look, just for the sake of showing y'all. So I entered, it's 300. I was like, why is it $3? It's because I entered the 300,000. I want to do the same amount. But that's okay. So you see up here, the size is now this. So then, okay, so let's say I want to go, let's make it even. I want to go, let me do another 200,000. So now, did it go? Did they reject? Oh, did they reject me? I think they rejected me. Oh, they're doing me a favor. Everything's going against me now. So they have a cap. That's the thing. These shit. This is one. I don't know if this was on the list again. I got to take another look if this is on the list in their announcements that they were delisting. But basically, some of these shit coins they just got too illiquid, and so they're delisting them. And this is probably this has got to be on the cutoff list if it ain't there. Let's see. I dropped 5K on Ondo a few days ago, and the market tanked, and now I'm riding it out down. How much? 13%. Ouch. Are you using Yusef? Are you using Yosef? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Are you using leverage on that, or is that spot down 13%? I'm in an Ondo long. What the hell's Ondo doing? Take a look real quick. Shit, I'm at break even on Ondo. I'm right at break even on Ondo. This is my Ondo position here. This is actually, let me just look at it. It's infinite. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not in Ondo. Oh, I am in Ondo. I'm in Ondo on another. Yeah. This is from a while back I got in this Ondo. I got in this Ondo like here, one of these lines I got into it. Yeah. No leverage, just spot. Okay, just spot. Okay. Yeah. Well, spot, 13% can hurt. When did you must have got in up here somewhere? Let's see. So you can go to this ruler tool, and we could see some percentages here. Where's 13? Yeah, you must have been up here. You bought at 91 cents? Yeah, about up here. So 91 cents. Let's see, 91 cents. About here. Down 13. Only down 10 right now. But Ondo, yeah, like I said, I'm at break even at Ondo right now. This is one of them ones that I would potentially, like, if you believe that we are going to have another pump, like another bull run, the ones that I'm long on right now, let's see. Let's go over the list right here. Ondo is one of them. I bought some Algorand, right? Because they talk about American blockchains or whatever. You know what I mean? With the Trump administration talking about where they want to pump crypto coins or whatever regulations going on. So Ondo. Oh, these are my ones here. Ondo, Algo, Sol, Tau. No, actually, I'm not in Tau no more. XRP, and I think that shit might be in Bitcoin. I think I got a long on Bitcoin. That's it. This is Bitcoin cycle, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin proved everyone else ain't shit. Bitcoin, you got that TradFi money, baby. We ain't got no FTX to pump our shitcoin bags this time, okay? We need to bring back Sam Bankman-Fried. Y'all hated him, and he was the one pumping our bags. No, I'm just playing. Fuck him. But, yeah, man, we didn't get the pump. Tron. Whew. Tron's a beast. Tron has been a beast. Known simply as Tron. I've used that meme more times, the one with Dave Chappelle. Known simply as Tron. That is when I use a GIF or whatever in a Twitter, they have the Tron from the Dave Chappelle show. I use that one so many times. That's the top suggestion on my GIFs in Twitter. Known simply as Tron. How did you become the richest man in the world? Hot hand in the dice game. That's basically the equivalent of this, right? Hot hand in the crypto game. It's like this pump right here was so damn epic. But still, even with that pump. So there was one point in time in 2024 where there were only 8 cryptos from the previous cycle that had outperformed Bitcoin into the next cycle. Tron was one, BNB, Solana. Let's see. There was only 8, man. Like, it really wasn't much, but Tron was one of them. And I was like, Tron's a beast. And so that's when I kind of started trading it more. Because here's why. I use Tron. When you transfer money around as much as I do from wallets and exchanges and this exchange, that exchange, and doing all kind of shit, Tron is like the go-to one. It was cheap, fast, easy. I was like, how come more people don't talk about Tron? And I think the reason is because it's a lot of the Asian countries use it, but like all the exchanges like using it. It's either that or Polygon. Like that's how I transfer money. So I was like, Tron seems legit, bro. Like it's the reason Justin Sun is called Your Excellency on whatever island he is the Sultan of or whatever the hell it is. He makes them call him Your Excellency. I don't know if that's a fact. That's just what I read somewhere, and it sounds funny, so I'm going with it. And it's harmless. But like, yeah, he's rich as fuck off this shit. It's like, if you get to the only people richer are Tether. Tether is the richest of all time. Okay, they just invented money. Okay, they just invent money, and then they like. It's the greatest job. It's the greatest gig I've ever seen. Let me just invent my own money, and then everybody in crypto has to use it. I was like, what? How does this work again? But yeah, Tether, shit. Tether is doing the do. But Tron, man, Tron be kidding. Okay. Oh, Justin said, yeah, of course he's sketchy as hell. All these crypto owners are sketchy as hell. Kidding me? Of course he's sketchy as hell. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I honestly though, like I said, this is honest greed. I'm not here to judge sketchiness when I'm trading. You feel me? That's another argument for another day. Shit, man, the sketchiness of the crypto industry is off the charts. I mean, Wall Street is sketchy as hell. Okay, you can't tell me that Wall Street ain't sketchy. Wall Street is sketchy as can get. But think about it. Crypto is basically Wall Street, but without any regulations or even pretending to have any regulations, okay? So, like, it's like the psychopaths of the psychopaths who got kicked off of Wall Street go to crypto, like, damn. So, that's the game we in. It is what it is. But, I don't have any disillusions about it. And, you guys got to understand, I have my show Poppin' Crypto. I'm interviewing founders and CEOs of the company. So, like, I would hear a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And some of you kind of be like, huh? This is the face I'll be making them. I'd be like, they will describe pumponomics to you like they really changed in the world with that shit. Like they really change. Like, my pumponomics are going to change the way money flows across the internet. I'm like, bruh, like, come on, man. And they acting like I'm supposed to believe this shit. I'm like, do you know how many founders and CEOs I talk to? Like, and nobody's doing this. I told Loudmouth when we was riding in the car in LA. I said, loudmouth, I said, they all say the same thing. What they're doing, nobody else is doing it. And I'm like, really? Because I just talked to a guy at the other side of the party that told me he was doing the same thing. Like an hour ago. Like, this ain't even days or weeks ago. Nobody's doing what we're doing. Really? Okay. And then there was the time period, this is earlier, like in 2021, 2022, I'll say, and everybody wanted to tokenize everything. Like, I know, we'll tokenize this. We'll tokenize that. And then my homeboy came back around. He was like, we don't need to tokenize none of this crap. He's like, just doing it for the fuck of it. I was like, I know, man. That's why, man, I'm kind of glad that meme coins pushed me to this point. Just going back to my roots, which is trading. And all the shit I know about markets, I can just apply what is applicable, if that makes any sense. Just go for what is actually going to make me some damn money. Like, that is where I am now. You feel me? And on that note, we're gonna put on some more music. We gotta put on some more music to celebrate that. How about some Tupac here? Come on, Pac. Come with it. Got the remix with the Nate Dogg from the Green Lantern. We gonna rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Man. Over the Dog Pound beat, they killing this. Pac kills it. I don't know what's gonna happen. YouTube hopefully don't monetize my shit, but this is, demonetize or whatever. I don't need to monetize. Just don't flag me. Look. Forever thugging on a quest to get G's, running from enemies ever since the days of the seed. I'm under pressure. The stress I had me drinking, thinking niggas after me. Much too paranoid to play. Wonder why the police don't wanna see me stacking G's. They after a player, but I won't let them capture me. I gotta thank the Lord for the weed and the nicotine. I can't sleep, close my eyes and see wicked things. I keep my pistol by my bedside, one in the chamber, preoccupied with homicide. My life's in danger, rolling down the 4-5. Beware strangers, hand on my 45. That's what the game does. I'm never wrong, but I never know until I'm gone. I'm out the gutter where the jealous motherfuckers roam. Pass the weed, let that Hennessy get to me. Before the penitentiary, let's get it on. I gotta hand it to the Green Lantern on this album, bro. Especially this song. You picked the right mix on this one. Hold up. Wait. Two-bone, take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day. Damn. This used to be one of my favorites of short. I should have stuck with this one. Yee! Appreciate it, players. Will never see me. I learned from the best. People like Pac and shit came from the 90s rap. I got him coming back. Me as a rider forever. This damn breakout prop, I swear to God. Look at this fucking ticker. This is like a damn table. Okay. This shit. OG, your favorite any Bay Area rappers? Yosef, who's your favorite Bay Area rapper? Boy, I can't pick one of them. You know, I got the usuals, the E40s and Too Shorts and Yuck Mouth. We was playing Yuck Mouth earlier. This Yuck Mouth went hard. This song is called Go Hard. Yuck Mouth. Raging like this is from the album Godzilla. Fed screaming, don't fuck with him, he sell yay. Catch me hopping out the 500 CLK. Only fucking with pounds, yeah, he sell weight. Get 2 bucks with a female say. I'm posted on the block trying to get paid the DL way. I spit hot, drop bombs like EL way. Y'all suckers go to sleep with a strip on your chest. I go to sleep with a 40 cal, 2 clippers in the vest. No matter, I'm still smoking. It was grippy under stress. All my bitches the best. They say Mitchell McNess. Bitch, move out the way while you do this block. Look at Mog. This is Mog. Down in Houston, bopping. No Chris, no more. Great, do some popping. I was in Breakout prop way up here on Mog. If I had stayed in Breakout, I would be rich right now, bro. What the fuck was I doing? When was that? Oh my God, I should have stayed in that one.
Trust me, don't I seen some terrible nights. Like, they tried to take me
out once and put some lead in me twice.
I told the D's no thanks.
You can't prepare me to write no statement.
On this facts like I'm a daddy on sight. I'm too real to spill.
I serve time in the pen, and I'll never say a word if I'm indicted again.
I rep the flick right
To the end, pledge to always
stay a packer on the block, getting cheddar all day. You the type to go for whatever your broad say. When I'm the type with 10 bitches making every broad pay. I roll with the regime,
cause I'm a stand-up guy.
we tapping on blade things,
Stacking grands up high.
People call me C-skins cause it's the literal fact.
Okay, Yekma about to come on.
The bitches that I hit from the back.
Nigga,
Please believe
I keep a trick up my sleeve. Keep a bitch on her knees. Keep a fist full of G's. Ain't a pins on them trees. Ripping shit overseas. Twisting up trees. Yup, the G. Please believe I go hard like LeBron. Go to war like Saddam. Push raw like Nicky Bonds, George, and Sticky Bomb. Go hard like Boston George. Get
Caught with 50 tons.
50 guns in Vietnam. Give it to anyone. The coupe got 20s on the back.
It's 21s.
The lack on Deuce Fevers. The lamb got
21 Punky. Oh, this is one of my best ones right here. This is Phemex. Wow. Look at this shit. Wow. I want to see how much I'm up on this. What we look at. Go hard.
Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard. Go home. Go home. Go hard. Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard in the painter, go home. Go hard. Go hard. Go home. Go home. Go hard.
Watching the chain, I kept my eye on the stock exchange. I love this song just for that part.
When I spit, it's way out your range. I blow out your brain. Go hard in the paint like Yao Ming. In Gucci jeans, Jaguar with computer screens. Binoculars with the beam to spot your team. I got lights and not your cream. My ice aqua green. You can't do what this man do.
Bro, check this out. Check this out right here. Hold on.
But this the takeover cause I go hard like mixing coke.
Y'all see that?
With baking soda. The CL with the Prada seats. The enchilada.
Punky. Come on, focus, man. Trying to make it focus. There we go. This is my P&L on Punky right now. I just pulled it up. What I get? Oh, come on. So that's, you can see that's the entry I got on here. Way, look, I caught the top of this one. Oh, been planning this shit for years. Up 4,300% on this shit. And why would I get out? My entry was 82 cents and now it's at 8.6 cents. Team, a squad. If you ain't with us, you fuck around and just smacked up on the scene and rob. We go hard. Yee. Man, that was all Yuck Mouth album. He put on his team on that one. Man, this Punky trade, this is one of the ones up over 4,000%. I mean, I did it out of spite, almost spite alone. Just to make a point, man. I'm sorry. I got so sick of these meme coins, you guys. I'm in like 50 of them. Maybe 45 of them. Like, bruh. No. I couldn't let him win, bro. I just couldn't let him win. But I can't, like, this is not easily duplicatable, right? Like, this only works if we have another ridiculous fervor, you know? Although, this is so zoomed out. This is the daily. Like, you could still catch a big move on, like, let's see, an 8 hour, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still big moves. Like, this was a big move from here to here. Like, how big was this? Let's see. Just from here to here. If that's 40%, but you're on, you know, well, 100x would be, that'd be 4,000%. 50x would be 2,000. That'd be 2,000. Are you kidding me? Is that doing that math right? Jesus. Well, it wouldn't be. No, it's 40, not 50. So I don't know. All I know is like you can still catch big moves, man. Everything is relative. So it's not even like, you know, if you caught this one or any one of these. You know what I'm saying? Market Cipher with your crypto face. Oh, okay. Oh, we played it already. Let's see. We play here. So funny. I'm strictly Bitcoin on leverage, but trading spots all throughout. Now, Bitcoin you know, I've been killing it on Bitcoin lately, y'all. Ever since I started live streaming, I ain't missed on Bitcoin. So I'm almost like, man, fuck these altcoins, bro. I could just put more money on Bitcoin and call it a day. I've been killing it on Bitcoin. I've been winning. Let me zoom in. So I'm just like, see, here's the thing. I do TA on Bitcoin more than anything because I have to watch it, to kind of gauge the rest of the market, right? Like, I really don't give a damn what your favorite altcoin is you think is going to do for the future. If Bitcoin's tanking, it's going to tank too. So it's like, I got to watch Bitcoin. But I don't usually trade Bitcoin, but I watch it the most. And I'm like, well, shit, maybe I should just trade Bitcoin. Shit, like, you don't get the movement, obviously. Obviously I like the volatility. It's kind of like, it's like you got the G League and the pros. Like, you got to be a really sharp trader to trade these shit coins and win consistently. And I've been able to do that like all last year and shit. So coming back like to Bitcoin at 50x leverage, that's like my baseline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. It's like it doesn't feel like Kai is like 50x leverage. Wow, I'm like, on Bitcoin, that's like my entry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even that big a deal to me. Because the altcoins, they're gonna move on 25x leverage and shit. I was going for broke on those top. On that Punk 50x at the top. I went 50x on all of them damn coins. I was like, no, bro, this is the top. And if there were some times, of course, I got stopped out or whatever. And then, but there's only 50x leverage, so it wasn't like I was selling money. Or, I had a stop in there. But I knew it was the top, man. And so I just was like, no, I'm going to catch these. I'm going to ride them wave all the way down. I believe Bitcoin is going to 75 to 60. Okay, you think it's going down. History shows that Bitcoin drops 35% post-halving year before liftoff. Okay, so then you're saying that you think we touch somewhere between 75 and 68K, and then that's the quote-unquote bottom pullback for this bull run, meaning we catch a second pump. So you got the rocket ship on there. When you say pump, I'm assuming you mean past all-time high. So then do you have a target, right? My original target for the peak of this market was about 140,000. Is that possible? Absolutely. I don't know if it's going to do that. My bet from here would be lower before higher, but like we have come down a bit. I kind of think a sideways chop, 180K, 189K. Okay. I kind of was more along the lines of, let me put it this way. If we get to 140K, I'm taking profit. I took some profit at 90-something. To my surprise, it shot up past it. Well, it took a little while. Remember, it kicked it around. It kissed 93, pulled back, between 89 and 93. 89 was strong support. And then it went higher. So I took profit between that time period on a lot of long-term bags, honestly. But I still have a lot of long-term Bitcoin. But I was like, bruh, if this shit suits to 140K, I'm going to take significant, I'm putting a dent in it. Like, I'm raising the cash. I mean a lot, bro. Like, I feel like this. It always matters when and how you get there, first of all, which is, again, why I don't make profit. Why I don't make price predictions is because I need to know how we got there. Why did we get there? Was it news related? Was it some fundamental change? Was it the institutions? Was it Bitcoin ETF? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know why we got there when we get there. But if we get to 140K, because I think it's like some crazy pump that is happening. Like, let me go back to the weekly. If I think we get there because it's this, 1, 2, 3 weeks, bro. If we get there because of this, I'm taking profit. And if it runs 189K, I'm happy for everyone else. Give me my money. Give me my money is what I'm going to be saying if we get to 140 to between 140 and 145K off of some craziness like this. Give me my money. And then that money's getting deployed to short the hell out of a whole bunch of stuff when we do get to 189K or whatever I think is wrong. Whenever Market Cipher tells me, we got a red dot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just too far too fast for me. But what if it don't do this, right? Let's see. Let me put this on. Right, this is a ridiculous move, right? But what if it does this and then this and then you know what I'm saying? If it does something like that, well then you're like, whoa, that's like a healthy, you know what I'm saying? That was just kind of healthy growth and adoption is coming and I'm watching the sentiment on mainstream financial news. I watch CNBC and shit still, or tapping with them on Twitter or Investopedia. I was telling the guy who's in our group, I sent him a thing actually on Instagram with the Investopedia. He's from out of the country. He doesn't necessarily know him. And I was like, Caleb Silver on Investopedia. I've been on his show before, actually, Investopedia Express, his podcast. But he's the editor-in-chief of Investopedia, and like they take good polling data on what retail is thinking and how they're acting and what they're doing. And that's like this actual data. And my guy's initial reaction was like, man, I stopped listening to the news. No, I get you. The news is like, I've had up to here with the politics and all the shit. But when it comes to the financial news, like, no, this is more like data, though. You know what I'm saying? And then I would like to know how mainstream financial news responds to said data, because they have the data on institutions. And Melissa Lee on Fast Money, I was on Fast Money, so it was like I know both of them, right? And it was like, she's like, yeah, well, institutions are selling, but retail is buying. And it was more about stocks, so it was talking about NVIDIA and stuff. And he's like, retail still likes NVIDIA, but institutions are selling. And that scares me a little bit because they always seem to find a way to dump on us. You know what I'm saying? The wise thing to do has been to follow the quote-unquote smart money because we're the dumb money, which I fucking hate that term. But, there's some truth to it because, big money moves markets. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I want to know. I don't necessarily trade because they said that, but I would like to know what the sentiment is on mainstream financial news about crypto and Bitcoin. Because if they're all on board, then I know we're in a fervor. If they're backing out or if they're late or whatever, then I can judge that accordingly. But if they're in it as much as we're in it, I'm like, oh, shit, we're getting near the top. You know what I'm saying? So there's like certain things I want to know. You feel me? All right, the cycle has, brother. Okay, let's catch up to what you're saying. Bitcoin dominance and the other dominance charts shows that we're back in the cycle trend line. We have an Bitcoin run up. Okay, we have a Bitcoin run up coming. Thus, Bitcoin dominance will drop soon. Okay, and it's almost at all time high. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, if Bitcoin dominant, to me, I look at Bitcoin dominance. I cannot trade off Bitcoin dominance. I have not found Bitcoin dominance to be. It's a description of what is occurring, but I don't know when to look at that chart and say now is the time for me to buy or sell. If that makes sense, right? Like I understand what it means and what it's displaying. You got total 3 and these other things that but like when does that tell me where to enter and when to exit? And that's my quarrel with Bitcoin dominance chart. It's like a macro type of data point, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. I look at all the data points, but like as far as being a trader, it's hard for me to say. Just because Bitcoin dominance is at all-time high, that don't mean it can't go higher. Just because Bitcoin, I don't know if it's at all-time high, but maybe cycle high or whatever. But like, and just because it dropped, that's like the result of altcoins pumping. That doesn't tell me altcoins are going to continue to pump. Maybe they will, but I got to look at the altcoin price action as well to make the actual determination. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just an indicator that tells you where we're at. Yeah, okay, where we're at in the cycle. Exactly. It's data. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly. And that's what I use it for too. You know what I mean? Here, let's see if I got it. I got it right here. Let's see. Here's Bitcoin dominance. I keep it handy. Here we are. I keep it handy. And this is the weekly chart. So let's see. Let's go all the way back, right? Let's go monthly. Okay, and then of course it's natural. There was only one. There wasn't so many cryptos back then. Now we got a million. How about this, you guys? So this is a good question, right? Now that we're printing literally like 500,000 cryptos a month, what do you think about that? Like, did they water down a lot of the liquidity that should have gone to like utility coins or last cycle's coins, the ones that we thought were going to, be Web3 and stuff, went to meme coins that have no utility and basically just, casino gambling and stuff? Did that kind of hurt some of the price action of the altcoins that the more, the ones that we thought had utility and whatnot? Do you think the meme coins suck some of that out of there? And, only the Solana whales or whoever is controlling the MEV and all that stuff where they're scamming everybody's money, is they're the one, all the rug pulls and shit. Is that where all the altcoin money the liquidity that would have flowed to pump our utility bags? Is that where that shit went? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, right? But it's a hell of a thing, right? When's the last time Bitcoin dominance was this high? March of 2021. Yeesh. Yeah, retail went there for sure. But how much money does retail really have this time? See, that's the thing. Nobody mailed us $800 checks this time or $1,200 checks this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's part of the reason Bitcoin pumps so much, because institutions put in the money. They got the money. Larry Fink got the money. You know what I'm saying? The institutions got a bunch of salesmen, really, to go out and raise the money. And when they say salesmen, it's not really from retail. It's from pension funds and shit. So, like, Bitcoin, it got the big dough this time, you know? Altcoins, I thought 1, 2, 5 of them, maybe the top 10 of them or something would get some of that money. And XRP pumped. XLM pumped, pulled back. Not many other things went to all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Well, you say money is there, sure, but who got it? I'm saying it ain't retail. That's institutions got the money. You know what I mean? We're not the ones driving this market. Not this time. Still kind of sucked up at least half the bill. If not a bill, yeah. Got a lot compared to institutional. Yeah, not a lot compared to institutional, yeah. Let's see. Won't go higher. Oh, it won't go higher than 72%. Okay, let's take a look. So 72%. And I hope it drops before that, though. Okay, so 72%. What are we at? We are at 62%. Well, that's a long ways. 72%. You know, let me do it here. 72% is here. Okay, we're going to mark that. We're going to look. This is what I'm going to do. All right. ROSCF. All right, let me spell your name right. You on the chart, Yosef. I got you on the chart. I'm holding you to it now. So every time we pull it up, this is your marker here. 72%. We got you. You on record. You should write it in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? That's what we. You know what I need? I need a bold predictions channel. Of course. Why don't I have that? I'm gonna make a bold predictions channel where we can list our only the bold predictions. We're not gonna go in there and spam it. We're gonna just bold predictions so we can come back and revisit. You know, you make as many as you want, but like make them bold. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go in there and then we'll, you know, whatever, 6 months from now or something, we'll go in there and see who was right. You know, and then give you a shout out on Twitter and stuff. Whoever nails it. I think it'll drop around 65 thing, but it could go. Okay. So this is your peak. I'm okay. I'll rephrase this. Peak, or what should I say? At most, we'll say. At most. Right, which makes sense. That's the level of, I guess you call it support and resistance. I just don't know if support and resistance works the same way on Bitcoin dominance. I just feel like it's kind of a different equation. But anyways, we got there, and you said 65. What did you say? Here we go. I think it'll drop 65.5. Okay, so we're almost there. We're not there yet, though. We're not there yet, but let's see, 65.5. So your range is 65.5. That's a pretty big range for Bitcoin dominance. That's a real big range. I wouldn't really be able to trade off of that. That's a pretty big range. Let's see here. We're going to get it exactly right. 65.5. Better when your people make it with you. I like that Drake line. All right. Not a big Drake fan, but let's see. Oops. Let me get you in here. All right. Oath's prediction. All right. Here we go. You're on the chart. Now you got to check in with me all the time on the live streams because we got you on record here. Okay. The market will reverse in a month or two. Once people realize that tariffs are not going to change anything, the market will calm down. Okay. All right. Bold predictions, though, mean I want numbers. When I open up the bold predictions channel, I want numbers. Like Bitcoin's going to 110K. And by the way, if you make price predictions, it don't count if you don't make a date. I don't want to hear that Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Yeah, but when? Okay. So that matters. Okay. We got to trade between then and now. So if you say Bitcoin's going to 189K, when is that by? When do you think that is by? You feel me? We need to know something. I need some kind of thing. Who we got? Clay the Great. Right on here. That 8 week bear div. 8 week? 8 week bear div. Okay. 8 week? Shit, I got to pull up 2 months. Hold on, sir. There we go. 2 months. Okay. 2 months. I don't even have 2 months on here. 8 week? Are we on? Oh, that's dominance. Hold on a second. Just looking at Bitcoin. Oh, shit. Hold on. It doesn't give you the full history when you're on. You talking about this? Is this what you're talking about here? 8-week bear div. Compare and contrast, brother. No, like so. You talking about this here? From the long term. This bear div is what he's talking about. Right, Clay? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Let's get a little zoom in here. Ooh. And it's a red dot. Can you guys see that? Oh, shit. I'm over here doing shit and y'all can't see. We got the red dot here. This is why I just drew this white line here. So this is the 2-month, which would be 8-week. Yes, sir, he says. Yeah. So he's looking at this red dot here and this red dot here. Ouch. I know, and that's what I was kind of I was looking at. Well, I was looking at more like monthly and shit. But you guys, I gotta say this, man. No offense to nobody's TA, but when you look at these really, really long time frames, this stuff is kind of weird. It's like so much can happen between this red dot can stay red or disappear and come back, and price can go like this, literally. You know what I'm saying? It's so long. It seems hard to even just 1 day to 1 week is a long time difference. You get what I'm saying? Like this literally could go like that, and this would still look like a bear div. You get what I'm saying? Like it maybe this goes. You know what I mean? It's a hard one to call. It's a hard one to call. This is a ballpark. This is not exactly, maybe not so high, but the point is like. Oh, yeah, there's my 145 line. Yeah, when I was talking about before, I said I'm taking profit. What did I write there? I'm good on this thing here. Come on, man. Peak of cycle that I predicted on what day does that say? 19/6/19. Oh, on the day of Ben's fight, I predicted this. The day of Ben's fight. Ben Armstrong. Oh, my gosh, that guy. Anyways, yeah, that's what I predicted that, where I said it would go to here and come back. It's possible. It's possible. Let's see. What do we got? Bitcoin will be around 198K, okay, in December. Okay, December 30th, 2020. Okay, so end of year. End of year, 198K. All-time highs will go until Q1 of 2026. Okay. I'm going to take a minute. Yeah, sure. I'm going to take a minute to play out, of course. We're only in, April 1st. Is this April Fool? You guys better not be playing me on these damn April Fool's jokes. God damn it. I just realized April 1st. Look at this. This is the longest $5 that I ever took to make in my life right here. I'm up $5 whole right now. I entered way back here. All right. Anyways. Yeah, let's see. Okay. You've been around a long time. I've been around a long time. You know how the market can flip really quickly. Sure. And people's sentiment will change up. And everyone will turn blue. Oh, it can happen. There's no doubt about it. It can happen quick, especially in Bitcoin. Plus, there's a lot of uncertainties. I mean, listen, I don't talk politics on here, but like obviously there's a regime change and things are changing. What that means exactly, what direction things are going to go, I don't pretend to know. I really don't. And again, why I love short-term trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me my money, bro. You know what I mean? I was talking about earlier in the Discord. I got out of my trades this morning, and I feel great about it. You know, I caught the top. I really did catch the top of today of this XLM trade. You know, like this. We got to zoom way in now. But, you know, I got out like right up here. You know what I'm saying? Right, and then my other one was OM. Right up here. Give me my money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the hell is going to happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm about to sleep good tonight knowing that my only trade open is Bitcoin and that one's holding up the best. I'm okay with that. On this, I have my private account. I have a lot of trades open. This is the account on Phemex that I started last Monday. When I started live streaming, I started a new sub account. So the stuff I'm sharing with you guys on the regular is what I started in here. I threw in $1,000. I'm not up a lot of money. Nothing major or nothing, but like the main point is we're trying to win, okay? And I'm winning so far. I'm doing well on Bitcoin. I did well on these ones too. I got sick of round tripping. I was like, I should have been scalping. Oh, let me get back on this. I should have been scalping on this. But I was like, let me just give my money. I got out here this morning, and on XLM, I got out here this morning. You can't do much better than that. Let's see, I was probably on a 10-minute. and I saw like this. I saw like this deep red dot on the 10-minute, and I'm like, nah, and this big ass pump, and I was like, give me my money, bro. And I wrote that in the Discord too. This pump. Oh, this one. Yeah. I think I probably saw this before the XLM. Actually, the XLM was up a bigger percentage though. I had made a lot more money on XLM, so I was up more on that. But I seen this and I was like, I don't want to go back down again. And sure enough, here we are. And that's why like the long term stuff is like, I'll tell you in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like the long term stuff is like, I don't freaking know. Who the hell knows? Like they say, you know what I mean? I don't freaking know. And sure, we could do our TA, but like Crypto Face is talking about this 1 week ain't clipping up yet. It just ain't. It's struggling down here. Okay, let me catch up. Not what will change the interest rates. Okay, facts. I stopped stressing 1 and 2 month calls. Give me my money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not too much into politics either, but how would you look? How would it look if Donnie T took a donation from crypto investors and doesn't pump the market? How would it look? I don't know. He's still in charge, so, you know, he look like he's still the president. I don't believe that politics are I don't believe what politics are doing are going to break the 4-year cycles. I agree on that, too. I think that politics is not what is going to drive the 4-year cycles. Saying that doesn't mean that I don't think 4-year cycles can change. I think if there was something that was going to break a 4-year cycle, it would be that TradFi money is now involved. And by the way, the 4-year cycle did get broken when we reached all-time high before the halving. That's never happened before. So I leave enough room to say all bets are off as far as following the 4-year cycle because that literally didn't follow the 4-year cycle, and that's kind of a major point, which has to do with the actual halving cycle. That's how we, that's exactly how we judge 4-year cycles. So hitting all-time high before the halving leaves room for me to say, I don't know what might happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to call it. I don't want to be the one to say I know for sure on that because I don't know. The way Bitcoin's acting with this TradFi money, shit's looking different nowadays. So I really don't want to. Again, this is why I'm short-term trading, bro, because I don't know. I don't really know. I'm looking at market Cipher, sure, but it's just, there's something about when you guys look at these long time frames that it's harder to gauge them. It's harder to gauge them. But he's right about this. I mean, the 2 month. Here we go. I got to look at the other. I don't even have the leverage one. Don't even go back that far. I don't even know if Phemex was around that long ago. But right here, there's something to be said for that, though. I mean, it exists, right? It's there. We're not dreaming it up. We got a red dot. You know what I'm saying? The problem is this is not. This started March 1st. We got a whole nother month, man. This could flash red. We got 30 days to find out if this prints, and that is true. You know what I'm saying? Like that, on a long-term time frame, it wouldn't be the first time I got fooled on a dot. I'll put it to you that way. You know what I'm saying? This flat wave kind of, it ain't like this one that came back down. Can you see that? It ain't like this one that came back down. This one kind of flat. It's high. It's at the 75 line. It sure is high. You know what I'm saying? 70% drop typically follows the 8-week red dot. When you say follows the 8-week red dot, but follows it when? Immediately? Right? You really think we're going down 70% straight from here? I find that hard to believe. I don't know about that. Again, typically what happens may not typically happen this time because we got TradFi money in there. These institutions don't just buy and sell. They're not just trading like hedge funds or like retail. It's a little bit different. They create a position and they hold it. I find it hard to believe we drop straight down 75% on Bitcoin from here. I really do. This is probably more than 75%. But like just going straight down from there would be a tough one for me to see from here. But here's the thing, though. This is not printed yet. We got to see it printed. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it printed. Yeah, I don't know. Backtesting 2 months. I don't know. Let's see. Where's 70%? Okay. 70% is about there. That's 69 something. That brings us back down to 32,000? Boy. That's in the 20s. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. We train live Henry. Hey, Henry on the thing here. What's poppin', Henry? I'm in a trade right now, Henry. Actually, it's taking forever, and I'm only up $5. Let me show you. I'm in breakout prop. Look at how flat this coin. I was kind of doing it to prove a point of how a ticker like this, you get these small little moves, and and I thought maybe it was lagging Bitcoin. It might drop. I guess I'm technically right. Ooh, I'm up a whole $13 right now. So, okay, in breakout prop, just so you guys know, there's this aggregate button. I mentioned this before. Where the hell? So if I click it, the aggregate button is hidden now. There it is. So net aggregate, if you unclick it, now it's in hedge mode in breakout prop. So you're gonna because I was just showing it. So you see I entered here. That's this first red. It just went sideways, and then it dropped a little bit. I entered again, and that's why I'm up $10 on one and $3 on the other one. And basically, they don't combine them and average them like they do on Phemex. So hedge mode is different. It makes it so that I could go long at the exact same time. Also, basically bet against yourself, and it won't close out these positions. So then if you do net aggregate, it will at least do the net aggregate for you. So I'm up $13 right now. And then you could close them both at the same time by clicking this X. It says, are you going to close these two positions on DGen right now for a profit of $13? And just for frame of reference, let's see, move this way. Do I have it? Okay, this shows commissions over here. So this is what I'll pay in commissions. The spread is $5. Oh, you know, you guys, I got to take that back. The people who were here with me first, when I first entered this trade and I started out in -5, it was because I was one unit. Let me open this up. It's because I was one unit. Basically, the spread was $5. The commission was not $5. Excuse me. The commission was only 80 cents and 30 cents. So, because, 80 cents total. It was only 50 cents commission. So that's why also when you trade on these smaller coins, you can get more bang for your buck because you're not getting killed by the fees. So let's see. Are you in trades? What platform are you trading on? Oh, Henry's just getting started. Henry's in the private group, but he's just getting started trading. And so I'm trying to get him on. First, we start on Phemex, and then we'll move over to breakout prop, maybe anytime soon. It don't really matter, but I think breakout prop is good once you got a little bit of leverage trading experience under your belt. I'd want to say, I don't know. It kind of depends on the person. Some people might like breakout prop more. I'll come back to this real quick. Yeah, so we were looking at, Henry, we were looking at some of the longer time frames. I really don't prognosticate on the long time frames anymore, man. You know, it takes so long for things to play out. And then when you look at it, think about this real quick, right? If you were here from November of 24, January 25, to March of 25, this has been a crazy ride between here. We've just seen all kinds of shit. But then if I look at this chart, I'm like, oh, I went green with the wick and it went red with the wick, and now we're, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, man, hella shit happened between then and now that just simply doesn't show up on this 2-month chart. And it's like, I don't know, you know, you got to call me in a month or two to tell me to see if that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, hella stuff was going on since the election and back and down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just looking at this, I just can't make predictions off something like this. I what you're saying is valid. This is certainly here. It is technically a bull div. Oops. It's technically a bull div. Let me get this a little more like this. However, this dot is not printed yet. So this dot being red, I got to wait another 30 days for us to find out. At the end of April is when this will print. Because it is conceivable, you know, crypto, weird stuff happens, moves fast. We could whoop, that could happen real quick, and then all of a sudden it wouldn't be there anymore. So, again, 2 months is pretty hard for me to get into. Let's see. Oh, this came back on. Better yet, make it 5. Like a slingshot. You hear that my beat's hot. Cash came through with a brand new heat rock every single time, more shine than a peacock. Bitcoin pop, now it's headed for the treetop. If you think nothing, you living in a dream shop. I predicted this, you can check the X screenshot, price going up. Bear's been calling neat top, huh? Look at that weird wave. At a milli, I'ma take it off and let my beer show, huh? What do we do about this trade? No KYC. Join the market cipher. Join the market cipher. I said this verse like I was a straight pimp. I was doing the po pimp player speed rap. I'm Cuvée enjoying Momo, diving in the FOMO, living in the future like a 30, 40, 40. If you couldn't get to feeling like I'm playing slow-mo, ride a blue wave and go broke like a hobo. Hold on.
I'm a calm my guy, hit crypto face, get him on my side when I seen Bitcoin hit an all-time high. When the bullets in the prime and it really is sublime, every ticker gonna climb and you finna get a dime. When I'm winning all the time, then the women wanna die and I got bitches on my line.
But he did this on my mind. I'm hung up with only one in the can and got a dodge in the good because there's really nothing great. I'm inadvertently gonna intimidate a hater. See, the blame is on the games because I claim that I like it, but stuck too deep in the game to go wipe it with scalping. I got that aim like a sniper. This ain't FA, but I'll train you advisor. 100x leverage got the speed of a viper. Glued to the charts, got a pee and a diaper.
I only look away when I step into the booth and
It's time to put a real MC in a cipher. Cheers.
Join the market cipher.
You gotta have a pimp cup when you rap on this one.
Join the market cipher.
You don't want to lose cash, you better move fast.
Join the market cipher.
You want to DJ on more than a weekend.
Join the market cipher. You feel me? If y'all remember the song Po Pimp with Twista when they rapping fast on that one, that's what kind of inspired me. This is like, okay, if I gotta do a speed rap, you feel me? I gotta do it. Cuvée enjoying Momo, diving in the FOMO, living in the future like a 30, 40 flow. You know what I'm saying? Had to do the high pitch on her, you feel me? One time for the one time. You play the song every day. I feel you. I'm glad y'all like it, bruh. Because to me, that one turned out, bruh. That one worked out. That turned out to be a banger right there. To me, that one go. I had my boxing coach hit me. He called me. He called me on the phone. He's like, man, I think that might be your best one yet. I was like, bro, that shit goes hard. You know what I'm saying? That one gets you amped. You know what I'm saying? Join the market cipher. You feel me? Man, if I can't make more than $13 on this damn trade, okay? 13 whole dollars I'm up on this trade. Come on, man. Bone Thugs. Yeah, that's some Bone Thugs shit. For sure. Bone Thugs Twister. Really, it was like Po Pimp Twister was what was in my brain. That was hard to rap, too, when recording it because I had to get on the mic. I was like, I had to get on it. So, 13. Come on. Let's see it break to the downside. Look, here's what will happen. Let me tell you what will happen on this ticker before it happens, if it does happen. If Bitcoin decides to give me some drop right here, this will play catch up. That is my thesis, which is why I went short on it in the first place. It wasn't even the TA on it per se. It wasn't really TA at all, to be honest with you guys. I just was jumping in just to show an example of a trade. But I saw Bitcoin starting to drop, and I felt like this wasn't moving down. Degen, my favorite shitcoin to short. And so I was like, look, I don't have a lot of money on there, obviously. But, like, if it does play catch up, you would be surprised how quick this $13. Really what it is $8 a unit. So here's the thing. If you got 800,000 of them, you know it's $8 a unit. And my other point of doing this was just to show how some of them, when you zoom all the way in, I mean, we didn't really have to zoom in. You can see there's so low liquidity that every step is $8 now, right? Because I've got 800,000 of them, right? First it was $5. That for example, if there were, let's say I had $20, or it would be $20 a unit, that $20 can add up quick. You hit 5 steps, $100. Another 5 steps, $200. You feel me? And if you catch a big move, you know, this is kind of already fell, I guess. Probably already fell a little bit. So maybe it's hard for it to go lower, but it ain't hard for it to go lower if Bitcoin goes lower. And so, like, you know, that was kind of the thesis there, was that, well, if Bitcoin wants to drop more, let's see if Bitcoin wants to drop more. Okay, what I'm looking at, I go through these awfully fast, so I got to slow down sometimes. What Bitcoin is doing, I'm watching these waves right here. So I'm looking at, I'm going through them fast, right? So I'm looking at, okay, 10 minutes, not telling me anything. Is this the Christmas trees? Is this what you're talking about when you say Christmas trees, when you see the red, green like that? So then we got so now we got a red dot on the 20-minute. It's not deep. It's below the 60. So the 24-minute is technically still in a downtrend. The 30-minute is still in a downtrend. The 45-minute still in a downtrend. 1 hour still in a downtrend. 2 hours still in a downtrend. 3 hours still in a downtrend. 4 hour. We've got a red dot on the 4 hour now, right? There you go. It's your Christmas trees. All right. So now we got the red dot on the 4 hour. It's right at 52.1. So that's not real low. I mean, it's not real high, but it's a red dot, though. You know, it's a legit red dot right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to buy the 100K coin counts, 1 million coin count. Right. Just make the RSI. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, just do by even numbers. Yeah. And then, but I'm looking at Bitcoin because I want to see If Degen, but technically, the 5 hour is bullish. As long as it ain't a red dot here, technically that's bullish. The 6 hour is bullish, and the 8 hour is bullish. Okay. So again, no man's land kind of in that respect, right? We got some of the big waves are green dots, but then are these lower ones starting to roll over? Is the question, right? I kind of have a feeling they'll be flat. I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You don't know. That's why I don't have hella trades on right now. When I don't know, I like to have some. I like to trade when this scam wick shit happens. When shit comes extreme. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't normally enter a trade right here. But so far my sentiment was correct about it being more bearish than bullish. I mean, I'd rather be green obviously than red right now. I'm like, look, Bitcoin is going down. Will it continue to go down? I do not know. I just feel like this could just break. If Bitcoin gives me one more break to the downside, you know what I'm saying? Something like Degen the floor will fall out, and all of a sudden you'll get like 5 units moved all in one go, and you just take the profit. You feel me? Or you may not take it, but you know what I'm saying? Like you catch a quick gain is what I'm trying to say. You'll catch a quick gain. Oh, here we go. So on Degen, it had a 30-minute green dot and a flat-ass wave. So somebody wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When you see flat waves, something's getting screwy on the flat waves. A lot of times a flat wave it'll do what it's doing right now. You get your dot, but then the wave is hella flat, and then it'll give you one more. I keep on cutting off this now. I'll go back. It'll give you one more like this. Oftentimes, like if this didn't roll over down like this and it's getting flat, price will go against you one more time. I've noticed that a lot actually, so I'm cautious about that. But what I'm doing is I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that wick. I'm waiting for that opportunity is what I'm doing. Like, please give me the scam wick. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll enter on the scam wick. Like normally I wouldn't enter where I just entered now, but that's kind of how I will play those flat waves. Now, granted, it makes more sense on a longer time frame. Like when you see a flat ass 12, I used to see hella flat. Oh, here we go. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly it. I was just saying, you see a flat ass 12-hour wave, it'll do that to you. See, this is the perfect example, especially when it's about here, when it's about at the 50-60 line. You start doing this flat, you're like, hey, we got the green dot, but we're still flat. And then all of a sudden, boom, this kind of shit happens. I swear, I just said it, and look, this is what happened. Exactly that. But then, so I probably should be going long here. Right? If we had caught this bottom up here, I probably should be going long right here if I had caught this bottom, to be honest with you. In which case, maybe I should take my profit and get the hell out. But that's a 12-hour. You know what I'm saying? That's a 12-hour. Anything could happen between now and the 12-hour. There's not very many. We could still get the scam wick. Okay, so Bitcoin pumped a little bit. Come on. I want to win this trade. I should have taken my $13. I guess technically if I closed it now. So here's the thing, you guys. So I entered. There's 2 of them. But just to expand a little bit. I entered on this line. I do like this because you can literally see the units, right? There's no, like on the Bitcoin, this is the 1 minute. I can't see, it's like a little bit each one. But here I can literally see each step that this takes. And sometimes it makes you more accurate. When you're a miser like me, you're counting every step. And when you're really in big, like I used to be, like when every step is like $70, $80, that shit adds up quick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're trying to do a quick trade, you know what I mean? This shit will, when they were happening all the short squeezes and all that kind of crazy shit, when it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. I made that first 5,000 so fast on my evaluation. I did a 2-step evaluation. I hit that first 5,000 that first day. Why? Because it was when all the crazy volatility was happening, and it was just short squeeze after short squeeze, zigzag up and down. I was just in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I was shorting because of the short squeeze. I wait for it to pump, and then I wrote it back down. And got all. Oh, I did want to tell you guys this. So breakout prop. One time, so what happened on that day was I wrote it down, and so when you pass the evaluation, it should automatically trigger. You should not have to close. And so it went right to, I was just above 5,000. I took a screenshot because I was like, okay, any minute now, it should trigger. Any minute now, it should trigger. And it didn't trigger. And it reversed, and I started giving back 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 1,500. I was like, what the hell? And so I hit up their customer support. And I was like, you guys, what are you doing? I was like, I passed it. And I took a screenshot. I know I passed it. The reason you say, well, why didn't you just take profit? I was afraid. Everything was moving pretty fast. I was afraid that the fees, I couldn't like do the math fast enough to know exactly. Plus, I knew it was supposed to just give me the automatically close the positions. The actual fees, I thought, may make my equity show less than the 5,000. What if I missed it by like $10 or something stupid like that? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to close it, but they reversed on me, and basically their computer it failed. It didn't capture it, and so I was nervous. I was like, what the hell? I was kind of pissed at first, but I got on customer support. Took like 5 minutes. It didn't take long. I had the screenshots. Luckily, I was smart enough to screenshot it, and all I did was send it to them. No questions asked. They didn't argue. They said thanks for the screenshots. And before I know it, they just started closing out everything. You'll see it because when you pass it, all of this stuff in your like all your orders history, like everything will start clearing, and then you'll see all these notifications and stuff. And so then they just cleared me because it was a 2-step, so I had to pass the first one and the second one. So basically, I'm just saying that to say this: they customer support is pretty cool, but I would still take screenshots of evidence. Like if you pass something or something happens, just take a quick screenshot while you're in the middle of it. So that's just a little anecdotal tip, but worth knowing about it. Okay, good projects will bounce and follow Bitcoin when it bounces. Yep, from 75 to 68. Like ZBC. I don't know ZBC spell. I don't know spell. SH. I don't know none of these good coins. No, I know Near, Ondo have long. Maka Necron. Boy, you want some shit I don't even know about. I kind of like, man, there's a lot of coins out there this cycle, especially like the AI. So I'm in like private groups and stuff like that with the real Degens don't even have time. Shout out to my Degens who mostly getting richer. You should tag them because they don't waste their time posting pictures. I'm really in the weeds in the trenches with those guys. It's like a kind of a different career to chase a lot of the new coins. I'm in the group with some guys who are really on them. But yeah, I realized so many new coins came out. I lost track of them because I was like, look, man, I'm just trading the coins I know what to trade. But yeah, I would say that I always say go long strength and short weakness, right? You don't have to trade the same coin in both directions. The coins I think are going to go down, I'm shorting those ones. And then when I think we're bullish, I'm going to go long those ones. So I feel you. I don't know for a fact the first half of these, but yeah, the Near Ondo, for sure. Like I said, I'm already in the Ondo long right now. When it took that last dip. Let me see that Ondo real quick. Let's see that Ondo. So this is my I'm down on Ondo, I guess. What is this? 10-minute chart? Hold on a second. Let's see 8 hour. Oh, I guess I'm down on it. Let me see real quick. Am I down on that Ondo trade? Let me see. This is my personal. This was in before I started live streaming, so I don't have it in the account that I'm sharing with you guys. No, I'm up on Ondo. I got it at 79 cents. What is it at? Ondo, hold on. This is going to be changed. Why is it doing this? Oops. Maybe I averaged down or something? I don't even remember. $79. 47. So this is my Ondo position right here. So I'm technically green right now, but it looks like I had gone negative for a little bit. But yeah, I'm on the ones that I think if we do pump, I want to have exposure. That's kind of my thought process on that. Again, this is not my normal way of, quote unquote, normal way of trading, as far as shorting. So look, we're up $21 here now on this. Okay. Should I take the profit, y'all? Should I take my first winning trade live? A whole $21 green. We only had to move a few units. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 units down. Let me go back. Okay, let's see. What's going on here? We caught the red dot. Oh, that's on the 8 hour. Hold on a second. On the 10-minute, let's see what we got. Oh, we caught the little blood diamond on the 10-minute. Will it go lower? Now I want to zoom in. We caught that big little move there. See, okay, so this is when I'll say I'll zoom all the way into the 1 minute, and I'm like, give me my money. Take my profit. Oh, I was a split second late on clicking the exit. A split second late on clicking the exit and didn't get the that extra unit down. You see it turned white and then red? Can you guys see that? I missed 1 unit. But look at this. Bitcoin tanking now. I shouldn't have gotten out because I should have waited at least for a 1 minute green, to be honest with you. That's all right. Green is green. I just wanted to kind of close this, wrap this up. Why are they not showing my trade history today? Okay, here we are. Here's my trade history today. So the P&L shows now on Breakout Prop. Okay, so yeah, I closed it $15. That was, what was it, 3 units. That was $5 each. And then the commission was 49 cents. But they get you going and coming. So you got paid. I got paid. I had to pay 50 cents on the way in and 49 cents on the way out. Made $14. And then my other one, same deal, just an extra unit, $6. Green is green. I'll take it. First trade in the live stream is a winner. Thanks for bearing with me on that, fellas. Appreciate you guys. I think I want to wrap this one up here just so I can get off. But this was a great stream, man. I appreciate y'all joining in and giving me your input and your thoughts. Yosef, you are on the charts, boy. We got your predictions on the charts for Bitcoin dominance. So we will see. You're going to have to keep chopping in with me, and we will see how this plays out. Let's see. Wait, where the hell are you? You were on this chart. Where's Bitcoin dominance? Oh, and I got to make the channel. I got to make the channel inside of, where is the, hold on a second. We put them on the chart. Let's see the daily. Oh, there he is. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, right there. You're on the charts right here. And then I got to make a bold predictions chart in a channel, bold predictions channel inside the actual private Discord so folks can go in there and drop your dope. You get to drop like 3, okay? Let's not spam it. Put in like, okay, Bitcoin's going to this by this date or whatever you think. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead and put it in there and we'll revisit it every month or every 6 months or something, and we'll see who was hitting. Because somebody going to hit. You feel me? Look at this. Is it turning back now? Did I do the right thing? Well, so far, so good. I got out right here. I didn't catch the bottom of this one. They probably wouldn't have given it to me anyways, guys. They probably would have made me have this just because, like, the spread is set up that way. But, like, this is starting to reverse, so maybe I did the right thing. Maybe I got out at the opportune moment. Who knows? We'll know in another few minutes. At least I wasn't wrong in the next 3 minutes. Because when you got big money on this, like 3 minutes, you'd be like, damn, I would have made another $100. I would have made another another $1,000 or something, Maybe not $1,000. But like sometimes you'd be like, damn, I should have stayed in it. But then, if you're near a bottom. I think we were near a bottom. I mean, ultimately, I thought we were near a bottom. And so I got out. And at this exact moment in time, I'm not mad. Right? I did about as good as you could. If you look at this and you see this little white thing and that's where my little 2 green arrows is, I did okay. I literally did as good as I could possibly do. You know what I'm saying? I got out at the bottom of this. So we'll take it. We will take the W, baby. First live stream winning trade. And y'all are here to witness it. All right. Let's see here. Because look, what if this is the 10-minute? What if this turns into a little bull div here? On the 10 minutes. Let's see, did the 1 hour curl? So now we got the green hour on the way. Yeah, we got the green hour. So really, okay, the strategy I should have waited till I seen a green dot on at least the 1 minute before I got out. The way this ticker was moving, though, it wasn't moving very much. And that's why I keep saying you got to know what ticker you're trading. When you learn the behaviors of your price action of your ticker, like relative to the dots and the waves on Market Cipher, you start getting in the zone. You feel me? Okay. So look, so far, my move was the right move. You start getting in the zone, man. Have you ever seen the movie Limitless? They have the meme where he's sitting there and when he was trading, and then all the numbers and shit is flying around his head and shit. You start feeling like that. You're like, man, I'm killing them. I'm catching tops and bottoms and tops and bottoms. You start getting in the zone because you know your ticker and you know that price action. You know when that scam wick is coming. And you know what I'm saying? And you start getting better and better. Okay, I'm about to increase my position a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Before you know it, man, you start racking them up. And you look at, you scalped maybe 6 times that day. Maybe not even a lot. You know what I'm saying? 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times feels like a lot, right? Because it might be one every couple hours or maybe every hour. Or maybe you did it real quick, But then you look up and you got a nice green day. It's like I didn't have to make all that in one trade, But now look at it. You know what I'm saying? And then you sit down, you're still in the zone from yesterday. You sit down the next day and the next day. And before you know it, you got a P&L, it's $2,500 one day, $3,000 the next day. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you have $5,000 for the week. You're like, well, shit, that's a pretty damn good week. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, based upon breakout measurements, out of my $100,000. And that's not even using the whole $100,000. That's using like, 12,000 of it or something like that, All right, for sure. Okay, you've traded Forex. Okay, back then it moved into crypto in 2017. Okay, you've been in the game for a minute. Forex is something I have not tried, but I kind of want to try it with Market Cipher, man. I kind of want to now I got Market Cipher B because, it's something like that. Okay, but I never traded stock options. Oh, options are our mother. Boy, Lord, let me tell you, I got plenty of stories about stock options. I made more money than I ever made in my life trading stock options, to be honest with you. I made a lot. Also lost a lot. But it's volatile. You got stock options are totally different animals. So right now, I feel like trading is like linear. Price goes up or price goes down. Stock options, it's like 3D because you have to know when. Stock options, you got to know when because that's how options work. They decay over time. And if you ever want to know the difference, trade something that's got an expiration date that's 3 months out or something that expires on Friday, okay? You learn quick that time frame matters on stock options. They're hard. They're a whole other animal. The proper way to play them, too, is not straightforward. The proper way to play them is you got to make spreads. It gets complex. That's why I like trading crypto leverage. It's just so straightforward. 10x leverage is 10x how much you put in, period. And they're perpetual, so you don't got to worry about time decay. As weird as crypto is, trust me, the stock market is weirder. They got more tricks and little sneaky things in the stock market than anything, man. Your delta, alpha, gamma, and all that stuff. What do they call them? The Greeks. Yeah, all that stuff. I guess technically you don't need to know them. There's more than one way to skin a cat, but I don't know. There's implied volatility is the one you really need to watch out for because IV crush will kill you. Even if you guess the prediction of the ticker, of the direction of the ticker, you can still lose on the value of the contract because of implied volatility. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, options are a real pain in the ass. I like leverage trading crypto the most so far. I have not tried Forex, but so far, leverage trading crypto, pretty straightforward. All right, y'all. I got to head out too, Matt. Appreciate y'all for joining. And, I'm going to try to do this every day. We'll see about tomorrow. I'm going to get to the group. I'm going to tell you guys in the group, man. But, yeah, get that money. Take your money. And have a good one. Oh. Down on the flow like a pimp. It's a trading party with your boy Cassius Cuvée. All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at you, man. Peace. Oh, share with your friends and all that, too, and please give me a like. I appreciate it.